it
was.
was until
It
the
was.
higher up said no. Fuck
And
you.
yeah, the
We're
Kingsoft
doing
came around and said, "Oh, there's already too many games that are good in PvE. We're gonna have to make this game another PvP game." Yeah, and
I
like,
mean,
look at what
they did it
happens.
They did it successfully though, to a
What are you
degree.
talking about?
To a degree, and I say to a degree because the mechs run really well. The combat style is very fun. I do believe that they should add more PvE modes for sure. Mashmak is
Okay,
there, but it's also infested by, as you just stated, toxic players.
oh, okay.
My game
What I mean
crashed.
is like not in just the
the game
way
crash.
that
Yeah.
like Barda. It's not like in a dev level. I'm talking in like a publishment level and what they want the game to be. Um, the developers made the game with the idea of it being PvE, but then higher ups came from Kingsoft and said, no to PvE, we want it to be PvP. So they had to redo a bunch of shit, which is why you go into the tutorial, which was like one of the first things they did. And the tutorial has complete disconnection from the rest of the game because that
100%.
was when it was supposed to be a PvE game, which is awesome.
It was awesome.
I love
yeah.
it. It was so good. It brings you in and you get really interested. But then you go into the game and it's like this absolutely like castrated,
I wouldn't
boring,
say castrated.
You can also tell on the
uninspired
quality of
situation,
things.
full of menus that are hard to traverse, and you're confused on what you can actually play and what mode is what. And as soon as you queue into Mashmock thinking that it's gonna be a chill game, you get your forehead destroyed from orbital distance by
Well,
some dude on a sniper rifle. So yeah,
Yeah.
very bad experience for a first time player.
Yeah.
Which is
They
why
do
a lot of
need
my
to-
friends quit. So
They do need to make it to where you can't bring in certain level equipment. Like, yes, they have they do definitely have the what's it
No,
called?
no. It's not a problem of equipment. It's a problem of new players not having anywhere that they can go to
Well,
just enjoy the game.
yeah, I want
There's
That's
no
what I'm
chill.
saying.
I want to
There's
add
no
that
chill. There's nothing.
you get like really skilled sweaty people and murderer hobos that are also sweaty in normal mode Mashmock, which is like the easiest difficulty that there is.
Little Jimmy Mecha BREAK boots up the game for the first time. And the Stellaris with an auto splitter level 6 annihilates his forehead.
Well, not
the
level
moment
6,
he plays Mashmock.
but probably level
What do you
3 or
think?
level 4.
Yeah,
Realistically,
so
in
some
normal.
poor dude just started the game, doesn't even know what's going on, and he gets farmed immediately. That is not good for your game. That's why everyone quit. Like all the new players,
I mean-
I tried bringing like 10 friends into this game. All of them.
I
No one
attack
liked it.
I attack a bunch of players too in that regard, but I make sure to not use weapons. I just use my alertness or my alertness weapons. I don't use any
Even
of
so, even if you have good intentions, if you don't execute people, the new player is still going to lose. Like, how do you keep people on your game? By making it interesting. A lot of people like winning, at least in the first hour that they're playing the game. If I start a game and I start getting my ass kicked, I'm probably gonna quit and uninstall it. That's just me.
Well, also,
I mean-
there's a lot of overload for a lot of people. Like, I tried to get someone who plays like Valorant or Call of Duty only, and then I tried to get them to play this game to test it, and they had no idea what was going on. They had no idea the objectives, the maps, or anything like that. And I was trying
Yeah,
to
because
explain.
stuff is not even like explained properly.
Yeah.
The maps. The fact that people still, to this day, after all these years of fucking gaming, still get confused on what the fucking objective is mind-boggling.
Well, to be fair, you know, these objectives work differently. Like, it's not King of the Hill where you stay in the circle and then it's easy capture, right? It's you got to go up to it, activate it. You got to interrupt, defend, and then there's a payload
Like,
that you have to stand on top of.
See how easy it would have been for them to just make a campaign where you play all of these modes, but in a campaign flavor kind of way. Like, let's say Cargo Bay, for example. Just have a mission in the campaign where you have to escort a cargo, so when you play Verge, you're like, oh, this is just like the campaign mission, so you know exactly what you need to do without, upsetting the rest of your team. Or getting upset yourself because you don't know what's going on.
Yeah, they didn't have tutorials for the maps itself, which isn't good for the new player onboarding.
Well, they technically do.
For the maps?
They technically do. Yeah, if you go to their YouTube.
No, the
yeah, part
YouTube.
of-
No, the YouTubes. I've
No,
seen
no,
them.
yeah,
They
no,
don't
dead on.
That
explain.
is
do
not
not
that is
it.
explain.
cope. That is
No,
cope.
I
You're
didn't
coping.
say that was good. I didn't say it was good. I just said they technically do. It's
No,
just
no.
on
Well,
their
I want to
YouTube.
If
also
your
add the
tutorial
fact
is
if
a YouTube video, brother, you are making something
if
wrong.
someone has to exit your game in order to learn how to play the
Yeah.
game, like
You're
external
done. You're
resources,
cooked. You're cooked.
it does is not good for the ecosystem or the player experience.
Yeah. You want to
I didn't
interact
say
with
it
your
was
game.
good. I just said there was.
Well, even the video, I'll
You
It was
admit,
should
there.
not have uttered those words. Now
yeah,
you're gonna
the
be
video
like,
is also
"Swine."
pretty bad. I mean, they had a good editing, but it doesn't explain shit really.
It's not informative. It's
Yeah.
only flavor. Okay, so yeah. Here's the thing. Well, we already talked about Verge having its problems with the rank and stuff. We talked about Ace Arena. Now, when it comes to Mashmock, man, what a can of worms. Where do we even start? Well, there's the murder hobos, which we just spoke about.
Yeah.
People who queue into the game with nothing in mind but to just kill and execute new players or anyone,
And yeah,
basically.
and they know all the spawn starting locations, so they just immediately dash over to the closest one and murder
Yes.
as
Yes.
soon as it goes.
Yes. And
'Cause their
there's something
whole
even
goal is to kill
worse,
players.
which is because normal now actually has decent drops. Because you have normal, hard, and extreme.
Yeah.
Most of these players have stopped queuing up in extreme and hard because the queues take forever. So they go to normal, and well, one thing leads to another, and well, you got experienced people killing new people again,
Yeah.
which it's just bad. I'm not gonna have to. I don't want to keep repeating myself on the point that
I
new
think
players should not be
in
getting
general,
spawned.
this game was built for Koreans and Chinese players.
No, come on, this
I
game is
don't
not that
think
absurd.
that would make sense with the current Mashmock PvP setup, if that makes sense.
Well, I mean, it does, but the point that I'm trying to make is the game was set up for high skill ceilings.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because like you got some Twitch people and YouTubers playing Falcon on a $50,000 jet cabin, and still getting killed by Stellars anyway. But I guess yeah. So, but even so, like if you want to play high ranking, if you want to play in your $50,000 jet engine, which are I don't know USMC pilot helmet and you want to enjoy it, fine. But if you're gonna stay in the top 100, please, I don't want to be playing against you. You play against the other sweats. Stay away from me. Let me enjoy the game. Don't be fucking bullying me out here in basic legendary, which are $50,000 jet cabbing, please. You can stay in there. I don't mind it. I find it super fucking cool, but please don't put these same people against average John Mecha BREAK players. Please don't. It's not fun. So yeah, you have that concept of certain strikers, especially Falcon, having an absurd degree of like skill cap level. So yeah, sure it is designed that way, but it is also not very balanced. Like you have so much crap just flying all over the place. Like, let's nerf Tricera and Stego. I'm like, why? They weren't even that overpowered. Why would you nerf them? and all jazz like that. I'm sure they're gonna iron out in the
I'll
future.
tell you
if give
now.
them a chance, but
I'll tell you now, though. You know what
very
the
unbalanced.
scariest thing is? You want to know what the statistics are for the lowest rank in Chinese servers versus the highest rank here?
I don't know, man.
The top
I think I
100
saw the poll.
The top 100 players here are only as good as the silver players in China.
I know it's
If you think about that for a minute,
it's
the people that are stuck at silver are the same level of gamers as our top 100.
I think that's a little skewed because do we even have players in silver here anymore?
Probably.
I,
Let's be honest.
I don't think we even have silver players anymore because everyone's already up in general and like grandmaster, I suppose, even legendary at this point.
Well, again, you take into account that number one, the only two issues I have with the ranking system is number one, you can't derank, and number two, you rank up too fast.
Right.
Seizure, you're
Like
good to
people,
go.
What?
huh?
You good to go, Seizure?
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Okay, so yeah, there's this disconnect for sure about the way they expect things to be like for China, and the way that those people over there are far more hardcore players than the average, I'd say, global player,
American.
because
Yeah.
no, not just American, but South America, Europe, and North America. We
Yeah, I guess
basically
that's
have a
true.
very similar mindset with our games. We prefer games that are more chill
I
and
think
just friend slop in general. That's why games like Lethal Company are so like were so famous, you know, because we just like friend farming. It's friend slop content, if you know what I mean.
Right.
chill. It's chill.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with having a game that both has chill content and both has not chill content. The problem is only having one of those. So, I mean, guys, because there's like, it's not okay for your game to go from 70,000 players in the opening to 7,000 in an average daytime. It's not okay. You are doing something wrong, and it needs to be corrected. And I feel like the problem is
Well-
not having anything where you can chill out with friends that you
I
invite
can-
over, like a campaign mode or just PvE mode.
I can
real
tell you a
PvE.
few reasons why people fucking stop. Number one is the shop. Like the
Oh,
fact
you're talking
that
about prices?
no, I'm not even talking about prices. I mean, yeah, that's one of it, but
Yeah, one of it
I'm
for
talking
sure.
like I'm talking like the fact that only one hairstyle per gender is available per week, and it's not even one that you get
yeah,
to choose. You know what I mean?
let's also talk about this
And
can
it's
of
pure
worms that is
RNG.
the customization part, where they gutted it, where in the beta you had so many more options, and they just removed it in the
Are you
main
talking
launch.
are you talking your mechs or
No, I'm talking
pilots?
about the way that you could customize your character with
Yeah,
like
your pilots. Okay.
they let you do so much more stuff in the beta, but they removed it to monetize it in the launch, and everyone really was upset with it because like
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's not a problem if it already started that way, but if you give it to people and then take it away,
Yep.
you're being very disingenuous.
Well, you know what's funny is you go back to the thing that you were just saying, that players are using the best weapons that you can get from Moshmock, and they're just nuking the players that don't want to do the PvP modes and try and do Moshmock.
Yeah, just chill.
And you know what the funny thing is? Originally, the game was supposed to allow mechs to be able to swap weapons, but the devs didn't want people using or swapping weapons out and only using the meta weapons.
Well, because
And yet-
Verge would be an absolute like disaster if you could do
Verge
that.
would be unplayable if that was a thing.
Yeah, like it is already pretty bad if you go in casual and someone's using a Falcon with super flawless energy regen on the air mods, because then they don't even need to stop going in flight mode.
Yeah, which I mean, to a degree, I understand. Like they should have just completely removed the weapons. Like I know Seizure over here would cry about that because Panaka with weapons is god tier and whatnot. But
It's
I mean,
fun,
all
but I
mechs
think
with
the
weapons are
problem is
god
that the
tier.
weapons are too powerful. That's
I think-
the one thing too.
The weapon should be like every other game, like Gears of War, Halo. Put the weapons on the map, make it another fight. Like, why do the weapons and the repair stations only spawn in Ace? Why is it not in Verge?
I
Why
mean,
is it-
I'm not even talking about that. Like I'm just meaning in general. Like they should have just taken the weapons out of the game, because like that's one of the reasons why they solidified mech weapons. Because if you remember, the very first 3 betas, all the weapons for the mechs were completely swappable. Like the gun on Olisnus, his spear was you could swap that out for like the axe on Vulcan. Back in the day on the first
yeah,
betas.
that was nuts.
But people were min-maxing for the best fucking the weapons.
Yeah, you're
on
gonna see
every
that in
mech.
every game.
every
Right.
game there's
Well,
gonna
of
be
course,
min
it's always
And
gonna be
so-
like that.
And so what the devs did is they made it to where no longer do mechs get to swap their weapons. But for some reason they went and recreated this new system for the next beta, where after they solidified that, they took it away for one whole beta, and then they came back on the 5th beta, and they brought weapons back. However,
Okay.
yes, we
Okay.
still had the locked weapons, but it's now with the system that we have now.
Okay, Bart. The thing is, it's not a problem to have modular weapons. The problem is that they are way too powerful. Like, why
Yeah,
do
that's
we
it.
have anything above level 3? Like, level 3 modular weapons are good, but they're not overpowered. You're not gonna get destroyed by someone with a modular 3 weapon, but it's still gonna be helpful to have a sword as Panaka or Lumine or other strikers. But it's not
Yeah.
gonna be like absolutely earth-shattering difference of having like, I don't know, a level 6 auto beam cannon that just melts people
But
away.
again, there's a reason why Panaka is god tier with weapons. Why? Because she can put up a fucking shield around herself that number 1 heals her, and number 2 denies any form of stagger or damage to herself. The mechs
know.
are designed in a way that they're not meant to be universal with weapons, such as Inferno. Effectively,
yeah, Inferno with a sword just has infinite flight.
infinite energy.
Same with Lumi.
Yes, exactly. Lumi with a sword is absolute god tier. Well,
Yes,
Lumi in
and
general.
so
Lumi
I
in
have to
general is
go back
probably
to
the
this
best
point
combat
again.
mech.
Are we saying that
Well,
we
Lumi in
don't
general
want
is the best
modular
mech.
weapons, or are we saying that we
No.
want to go back
We're
to the
saying we
I'm
beta
don't.
saying that
where you can
modular
swap
weapons are
weapons?
too powerful. They could
Yeah.
definitely be weaker, so people don't abuse the fact that they've been
Well-
farming for like months and then destroy new players with modular weapons. You know, it should be
I-
good, but should not be a nuclear weapon, powerful good.
I mean, but it is, no matter what. Even if you nerf the weapons down to basically doing the same kind of damage as, say, the weapons that come standard on our mechs. Again,
Oh, it won't
I
be
go
that
back to
powerful though, dude.
no, they're bad.
won't be
They're,
that
that would be
good.
bad. Are you kidding me? All the weapons do. All the modular weapons do well more damage than what the mechs can push out.
Yeah, the modular weapons do far more damage, especially if they're the maximum rarity. They are so powerful
Oh, yeah.
compared to the normal
Very.
weapon. Okay? But modular
But
weapons that
I'm-
are level 3 and below, they're not that strong. You can definitely deal with
I
them.
mean, they're not, but like, the point I'm trying to make is some mechs are designed, or would even with balanced weapons, properly balanced modular weapons, some mechs are just far too overpowered with certain type of weapons. Again,
see-
going back to like Panaka with a melee weapon, like
And
you
if
can
you
put
think
a
about it-
fucking shield and a sword on a Panaka, and
yes, they get
unstoppable.
powerful, yes.
and
Yes, but,
or you
let
can
me
put
say
sword and
this.
gun.
Let me say this.
Panther
you have
Panther
to,
with
like,
guns is OP.
You have to, like, check
Yeah.
something with the way that they designed the game. When they started it and they had the PvE in mind, these sorts of things like being able to change weapons, use modular weapons, and all this stuff, it wasn't going to be a big deal if the game was PvE. Like, it's okay if you could use
No,
a
what-
welded axe on a PvE, at least this anyway. Not
Right.
in PvP, though. In PvP, like, this stuff is absolutely, like, wild and unbalanced, so...
Right.
That's why
Imagine
that's why it feels like
imagine-
they had to wing it when they designed the game from beta
You-
to beta up to until now.
You want to know what the scariest fucking mech in the game is? A fucking light modalisness with a Welkin axe.
I guess.
Do
Yeah,
you realize
sure.
the absolute intolerable fucking lack of energy use as light modalisness? You have a tenth of the stamina or energy use that you do in medium mode. So think about Welkin with basically infinite stamina.
Yeah, but that's not a problem if you're playing PvE. If you're only playing against bots, it doesn't matter if you're
Oh,
gonna
yeah, I
come
know.
out swinging with a bunch of overpowered shit, 'cause that's fun. But the problem is it
It
needs
can
to
be,
be
the power
balanced if
fantasy,
it's
yeah.
a PvP game, which that's the problem. The game wasn't designed to be PvP in the beginning, so they had to like
I
they
know.
already had a listeners and all of these other strikers designed, but then they had to switch over to PvP, so they had to make it work. And we have this now,
Which the thing that bugs me the most
Yeah.
about that is I miss Alisness's full auto gun.
yeah, that too. I do remember it being different from what it is
Yeah.
now.
It's a burst mode now, and then you charge it for what? You go from what? 10 shots to 30 shots in a quick succession burst. Kind of
Yeah.
turns it into a shotgun blast rather than an assault
So-
rifle. Whereas when it
so let's
originally
see.
was placed, it was full auto.
We've
And
spoken about that, Ace Arena, Verge. We've spoken about Mash,
Yep.
at least to a certain degree. I mean, and also, well, I guess we can talk about absolute lack of communication from like
Oh God, yeah.
Seasun
Oh yeah,
themselves.
yeah.
Guys, if you
They
actually
need to do
look up the
better.
Chinese side of this game, I have some screenshots that I saved from the Bilibili comments in this game. And man, they have no chill over there. They're really upset with the way that the company is handling public communications. Like
Oh yeah, they are. They have no chill.
people,
They're fucking telling them straight.
like people being silenced on streams for like voicing out complaints or having their tickets ignored and having no replies except AI.
Yep.
And honestly, just general lack of communication, which is horrible for a company releasing an online game, especially in like 2025, where I have to keep saying, why do you not have community managers, man? It's not that difficult. Just get like 3 dudes for each region and make them work. And trust me, that's gonna get so
Yeah.
much stress off your back. Because like, it's like in China, it's rough. Like I've heard that they wasted money making tournaments that didn't even have enough players to show up and play.
Yeah.
And
I've heard
they,
about
they
that.
wasted money on all these streamers and this cosplay stuff and these events. And like, dude, your game's barely like properly released. What are you doing? Like, get your
Yeah.
game to work first. Then you can start doing all of this weird ass publicity. Because look, we managed to bring in a lot of people in the beginning. The beta had like the previous one, 150,000 people.
Yeah.
Where the hell did these 150,000 people go now? They're gone because they played the game, got bored of the cycle, or, you know, as we said, played MASH and got destroyed, and they don't have anything else to do because there's a disconnection with the way that they present this huge world, this huge plot, and this whole thing with the tutorial. And then, like I said, you leave the tutorial and you're met with this bare bones game where all you have to do is verge or MASH, because arena, no one plays arena, so you play a few times, you lose,
Yeah.
probably because you play MASH thinking that it's the easier mode, and it's not the easier mode. MASH is actually harder than verge, in my opinion. At least, in my opinion, there's a far more murder hobos in MASH than verge. But
I
either
disagree
way,
because I've gone in many times and I've come out just fine without running
okay,
into
but I'm
those
talking
murder
like
hobos.
now, like current MASH. Current MASH is full of murder
You're talking
hobos.
about solo mash, right, Pardo?
Yeah.
I'm talking about co-op MASH though.
Yeah, those are two
Oh.
different mashes.
Yeah, those
Oh
are two
yeah,
different.
very
MASH.
different.
Yeah,
Very
very
different.
different experiences.
Most players are gonna play co-op MASH, not solo. New players at
Guess
least.
that's fair.
So yeah, you have this. It's just like you don't have anything that keeps people in the game just to play the game. Because you know, there's plenty of games that you just open up and like, oh, I have some free time, let me play this. No, I
Right.
don't think I wanna like boot up Mecha BREAK when I have like an hour left and just get stressed. I don't think that's what I want.
Right.
No, sir. Which is why the game kind of like even gotten more dead now, because all the people that just got legendary to get the title, they got it, they got burned out, and they left, and they're just waiting for the new season to come in.
I think that's
Because
again
there's-
that's part of the reason why it was originally supposed to be 3 months a season. Why
Mhm.
they decided to just quickly skip over to season 1.
Well, yeah, because they noticed that they messed up with the way that the game cycle currently is. That they need to bring the new season fast and new modes fast. Otherwise, the game's just
Yeah.
gonna get a No Man's Sky treatment, or just gonna get close. Basically, like I don't want that to happen. Please, no.
Well, very very few games will ever get a No Man's Sky treatment. No Man's Sky, that was exceptional. like, I'm not gonna lie.
But it sucked for a long time. Yeah, but they
No,
managed to get it back.
again, they did, but that's what I'm saying. Like the game fucking failed, and then they shut down the servers and rebuilt it. The only other game that did that was Final Fantasy, the
Wait,
online.
No Man's Sky had servers
Yes,
because
did, didn't
it wasn't multiplayer on launch.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
it
it
was.
wasn't on launch, but yeah.
Wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
No,
it was
not on launch,
advertised as
but they did
multiplayer.
manage to get multiplayer later. Yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't
Oh.
have it at launch. So they
But
they
point,
oversold
point in
it.
the matter is they shut down the game, they rebuilt it, and then they came back strong.
Look,
Not
if
many
this
games will
game
ever do that.
fumbles, if this game fumbles, that is the best option if Seasun wants to like do this thing again. Because look, this game has so much potential. We already have all of these all of these like nations, all of these places, all of these like characters, these strikers, the AI, the way that things are set up, you can already make plenty of modes like tower defense, campaign, a bunch of random stuff, random modes. Like hell, if you want to have a fucking mecha football, you can probably do that. Not even joking. Like seriously. So
You
so the
could.
game already has a base. The problem is that they need to expand fast, or they're gonna be left behind, and people are gonna stop coming back. So
And that's going to be the issue right there.
Does
Well, I wouldn't say. I
anybody
wouldn't
play
say people-
Warframe in this chat?
Yes.
I played at the beta, but then I stopped for life reasons.
The lifespan of Warframe, its ups and downs, and current player
Yep.
base. Like,
Yep.
I mean, they
That's a success
stole
story.
the marketing, the market, and the whole, how the whole system works, kind of from that game. But this is eerily similar to that. If they follow the roadmap of how the life of that game started, how it hit big, it died, and took years before it got the big updates that actually gave people what they wanted. It's just if the company doesn't give up on it, is the main problem.
yeah, that's
'Cause
the
they
thing.
have their
This
they
is a
have their
Chinese
shell.
developer though. Was Warframe Chinese?
No.
No.
I couldn't tell you.
No.
See,
Warframe is Canadian.
I don't.
It's had
have
its
the
ups
answer.
and downs, and now look at like TennoCon even. You know what I mean? Because it
Yeah.
had its people that stuck through it, its fan base, and it didn't pull in enough people till it got big updates. Until it like older versions of the game compared to newer don't even look the same. You know what I mean? The whole menu,
Oh my
AI,
God, right.
everything. It's level design. Like
Completely.
all they kept was the shell. You know what I mean? The idea was all that stuck after. I mean, what 7 years? But
Yeah.
Yeah, and Mecha BREAK has the same thing going for it. Like I said, they have a huge base, which I'm pretty
they
sure they
do.
made for when the game was supposed to be PvE, and now that it's PvP, it's just hanging there in the corner, and they're not using it, and they have to, otherwise the game is not gonna live.
Agreed.
It just won't. It just won't.
If this game's
And-
going to succeed for long term, they need to have a beautiful balance between PvP, PvE.
Yeah, and here's the other thing. Let's jump to another subject. Not another subject, but I just want to say, why are they trying to esports this game so hard, so fast? Like, guys, chill out. We barely even released the game and already doing tournaments in Bilibili. Like, dude, who are these people? Chill.
Yeah, they
The only
really
tournaments
did it,
would-
like, fast.
They did it really fast. And like I said, they tried to do tournaments in China where no one even knew the game was a thing. So no one even showed up to the tournaments because there just wasn't enough people around the places to do the tournaments. It's
Right.
like Mecha BREAK. Oh, what is Mecha BREAK? I don't know. Some kind of like robot game. And it was like, okay, yeah, well, I don't know this game, so I'm not gonna play the tournament in it. And it was just weird PR decisions, you know. And
Yeah,
also, another thing that I don't think most of you guys are gonna care about, but this is more about like me, who's not actually in North America and has to play in North America. I think they released this game with too many servers, and also a huge mistake was making the accounts tied to the region instead of being able
Oh,
to
yeah.
change regions.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's a
That
huge
is
one.
horrible. That is a terrible decision, dude.
Yeah, terrible.
Understand this. They probably did it this way because they don't want the rankings and people who have different going back to the China level of skill. Chinese players probably higher skilled, so they don't want Chinese players playing the same matches with, I don't know, North Americans or Europeans, because that'll be a big issue, because, you know, just get our asses
don't
kicked
think so.
probably.
Good. It'll add more like if they properly do the changes that we were just talking about to the ranking system, then good, because
But hold on,
Then-
let me explain.
it'll have a
I'm
bit
just
more
trying
diverse.
to rationalize the reason why they did this. We do know China has their own issues with you know, the way that they interact with the outside world on the internet. Let me give you an
Right.
example. In Enlisted, they did the right thing, which most games also do. They make a global release. By the way, Enlisted is wargaming, which is not Chinese, but they did
I
the
know.
right thing.
love Enlisted.
They did a global release that has an American server, an European server, an East European server. Now, the Chinese player base of this game is big, but what do?
they get another company to get and release the game in China. They make a different client. The server is only accessible to Chinese players with a Chinese ID, so there is no foreigners messing about, and the Chinese players can just play on their own and be happy about it. And the players in the global release can switch servers for free. If you want to play with your North American friends and you're in Eastern Europe, you can do it. It's not a problem. You're not going to lose progress. Here, it's horrible. If you're in South America, which is dead, by the way, that I had to mention this, because South America is dead and buried. All the community members don't play the game anymore. It's dead. Even in peak hours, you're not going to be able to find Verge matches. And that's the worst part. If you spent money and you can't play the game, you'll just quit. You won't play. But if you spent money and you could go to the North American server and play with your friends, then yeah, like you would still be around. There would be more people. Same for European players, by the way, because Europe is kind of bad outside of peak hours. I've spoken to some Europeans too. So this decision is horrible.
They can still bring it back though. Like, don't get that wrong.
They can't. If they fix the way that you connect to servers and the accounts are handled, they just need to let people be able to jump servers without losing progress. Because I swear to God, dude, that would make this game so much more popular.
Yeah, actually, you know, I gotta ask, what is it with anime games and doing that?
I don't know.
Have you noticed that anime games for some reason lock? Like, look at like another game that I used to play a lot was Fantasy Star Online.
I was about to say that.
If you're not on the same server, if you're not on the same ship, you can't play with your friends that are on a different ship.
It's bad.
Why do anime games do that?
I don't know,
Why do
man.
they do
You're
that?
supposed to make the games, you know, friend slop and friend slop games, and you make them extremely anti-friendly. So, so it's rough because like I have to keep an account both in South America and both in North America when I want to play with different people, and it's just not fun because, like I said, if I play on South America, certain strikers are much more powerful because of the ping. If I play in North America, I have to play far differently than I do in South America. And that's like not something that most players are gonna care about because haha, who cares about South America, right? But Europe's having these problems, dude. Europe is starting to like go into a bad situation where if you queue outside of like let's say Mashmock, for example, if you queue outside of peak hours, you're not gonna find it. It's not gonna be a match. You're not gonna find it.
Yeah.
So they're starting to have that problem too. So I think it's also because they had a very bad perspective because they were like, oh, we had 150,000 players in the beta. I'm sure we can release with 5 servers, right? We already have 5. And then they release it, and people just start melting away. And then you have 2 servers kind of in a bad situation. One server already dead, and the other one being the only one who has people alive. Because China is just different. It should just make a different client with a different way to connect to China. Just do it, man. Most Chinese games do this.
Is it bad that I actually want to, a lot of the time, be on the Chinese?
I mean, hell, I would play there too, just because there's so many people that I think I'd be actually playing against people in the same level as me. But,
like,
yeah.
they're also not as toxic as, I hate to say it, Americans. Like, their gaming style is not toxic.
I guess it depends on the kind of subject. Definitely less toxic about certain things. I mean,
they don't target noob.
Yeah, just don't talk about a certain country, and I think you'll be fine. In general.
So, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Don't worry about politics. We're not here to talk about it.
No, I'm
it's
not.
Just that,
I'm not a politics guy.
Yeah, so just like Chinese people, the ones I met, they're nice. They're fun. Like there's Chinese people in the official Mecha BREAK Discord.
Yeah. All the time.
Which they're actually the least toxic people. The most toxic people, indeed, are North Americans in the Discord server. Also, let me talk about that too. When it talks about the community management part, trolls and rage baiters in the official Mecha BREAK Discord do not get banned or timed out. They even insult developers and mods. Like, insulting developers, okay, yeah, fine, no one cares. But they insult mods. And the mods don't even ban them or time them out. And these people just stay the whole day stinking up the chat and driving new players away. Like, come on, dude, do your job. Ban these people. so new players can actually have normal conversations instead of just watching drama every time they look into the Discord. That's not a good thing. As soon as I join this game, I see drama in the Discord. Yeah, I'm not gonna have a good idea of the game if this happens.
Right.
They need to do their job. So, well, I guess that's that part covered, which breaks my heart, losing South America, I guess. But what else could we point out other than toxicity, I guess, which is only like a Discord thing, really.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah, because like it's like seeing people rage or go insanely mad in the middle of the game is actually entertaining most of the time.
Yeah.
Anyone got any other topics about the game they want to talk about? Anything that we haven't discussed yet? You think it's unbalanced?
Well, I don't really
like-
care too much
I mean,
about the
there's-
balancing itself.
The balancing is an adjustable thing that'll happen periodically as the game.
Yeah, it'll happen
Yeah, it's a
eventually.
meta as it
another
develops and
another
evolves.
balancing. Yeah, another balancing patch is coming at the start of the season. They've already stated it. Most of the mechs are getting rebalanced.
What about
I jumped in a little late. Did anybody say anything about the consoles versus PC?
No. Do you got anything
No.
to say about it since you're using Xbox?
I mean, like, I play a lot of games on Xbox over one of my computers just by preference and friends. And
Right.
there's always the PC's better. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna have that in most
Yeah,
games.
PC's
but in-
better.
But in this game, it is night and day, and I've run into like so many people like queuing and things that are like, "Hey, do you have it set on console only?" Like they refuse to play
Oh,
with
no
PC players, but you
cross-platform.
can't. But you
Really?
can't like find a match if you do that. If you turn on that setting, it's you're just sitting in a queue. Like you will not find a match for nothing if you put on Xbox only. But like night and day difference playing it on PC compared to Xbox. Just the way targeting works when meleeing something, it's just 10 times easier to catch something on a melee and continue like just pounding a melee button or even shooting, staying on target. It's drastic in this game compared to even like Call of Duty or something where people will
Are you
complain
saying
naturally.
it's easier on console?
No, quite the opposite.
Quite
think-
the opposite. Oh god.
Quite the
Yeah,
opposite.
well,
And I
you
think
gotta-
it's
you gotta remember-
drastically.
Does
And
anybody besides issues? Does anybody here play on mouse or on controller?
No, hell no. You think I'm crazy?
Okay.
I switch
let me-
between
let
it
me-
because I have
let me
a
put it this
M and
way.
K on my Xbox too.
Let me put it this way. I attempted to play this game, not No Man's Sky, but I attempted to play it on on console. And so let me put it this way: your movement button is 1, your attack buttons are 2, and your aiming button is your other button. So you have to give up looking around with your aiming button to be able to press your attack buttons.
Oh yeah, I have a Wolverine
dodge
V3
buttons.
with 6 extra buttons, and that is the only reason I
Yeah.
can put away
you
my
don't-
keyboard and mouse and use a controller.
If you
If I
don't
didn't have those
claw
6
grip
buttons,
that
it wouldn't
bitch-
work.
If you don't claw grip that bitch or do exactly what Ishi's just said and have an extra buttons controller, there is no way you are able to look around, move around, dash, and attack all at the same time, unlike PC.
Oh yeah.
That's why it's night and day between a console player versus
Or
a
like
PC player.
very
Because
very
our mouse
simple,
looks around.
very simple. Flying in the sky infinitely. with
Oh,
Aquila.
God.
Just holding in B and sniping. You can't
Yeah.
do that on a controller unless you run claw. You can't look and hold in B. So either claw or you have, you know what I mean, an
Yep.
aftermarket $200 controller. And any game that is cross-platform has to cater to systems like the consoles. You have to.
Or
I
you're
think
like
that's
me
a
and
big
use an emulator.
issue. That's
not
a
an
big
emulator.
issue for any console players. Is they're at a ridiculous disadvantage just by the controller scheme.
Disadvantage.
or you're like me and play on sticks and use a joystick gremlin.
Dude, there's a guy in South America who actually built a gauntlet to play the game in. He is
Nice.
an engineer. He built a gauntlet to play this game in.
That's epic.
He plays as a Falcon, I believe. So yeah, there you go. Another Falcon
that's-
main with a lot of money and time in his hands.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Vaya, how you feeling?
Uh,
The same.
Oh shit.
So Vaya, we've been like talking about every single issue with the game right now. I think we're almost about finished actually, because we talked about so much crap already.
I mean, they're really not groundbreaking issues, though. Like, I mean, they're groundbreaking issues.
Some
for sure.
some are very
But-
groundbreaking.
Like, I wouldn't say that it's so bad that they need to shut down the game to be able to fix it. Is what I'm saying.
Nah. It's only if they don't act on them until the end of season 1 or 2. I'm saying.
Well, I mean, they have the seasons to act on this for sure. You
Exactly.
have the seasons to add more game modes, more mechs. You have the seasons to also balance, you know, your mechs so that way certain things like fucking Falcon can't just dash infinitely. Yeah, you know,
Okay.
it's like,
But urgently.
but yeah,
The thing
urgently,
that
there's
they
no
need
real
to
reason.
fix the most.
Okay.
The thing that they need the most. Okay, like focus group here. What everyone thinks. I'm gonna go first, and it's just gonna be like keep it very short. The thing that you need to think they need to fix the most for me is that it needs a campaign. That's me. It needs a campaign.
Yep, I can agree with that.
Everyone in agreement?
Yep.
Everyone
Yeah, I
in
would say
agreement?
so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
disagree.
needs a dedicated PvP mode. Oh shit! Someone disagrees.
Disagree.
Yeah, I think their main problem is because
Fuck.
they're going to steer towards PvP. They want to. You can argue
I
all you
know.
want, but that's what they want to do. So I think their main problem, based on that, is they need a true elo system that works, and maybe even their whole rank system needs figured out. Because if you're
Yeah,
not
their
playing
rank
people
Yeah,
in the
we
same
spoke
rank
about
as
this
you,
before you showed
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
We
But I
already
think
went over the
that's-
rank system.
I think that's the biggest issue because
Yep.
that's what they want to do. I would like
They
to
need-
see a
the rank
PvE
system
mode,
is fucked
but
up currently.
you know what I mean? Like, if they're pushing this direction and that's your goal, then your goal needs to, you know, the way to fix it also needs to align with the goal. You can't.
Yeah, because we've spoken issues about unironically issues.
That,
We've spoken like that the way the game is set on Verge, for example. Like some people say, me for example, Barda disagrees that there's too many ranks, and then you cannot derank. And the way
I
that
agree
you
with
have matchmaking is bad because if you play with anyone, you get shot up into the ladder and play against top 50 players when you're like just
Yep.
an average John Mecha BREAK.
I've-
All that
I've been
kind
on
of stuff, you know?
Champion 1 for 3 days now, solely because when I queue, it is so inconsistent.
It is
Yep.
very inconsistent.
It is
I think
miserable.
the biggest changes that need to come to rank is, again, I found it weird that too many ranks was one of them. I really found that weird. I don't
Yeah,
agree
because
with
they
that.
become
but-
redundant with the way matchmaking
mean,
is done.
Yes,
Well, I
but
think the
if
player
they fix,
base, if
they,
it was like a million players,
They need the bots
the
to
ranks
go.
would work. You know what I mean?
They need the
The
bots
bots,
to go.
the
yeah.
bots let
Well-
too many people get high ranks that have no idea how to
Not
even
to
play their
mention-
mech. Like,
not
just
to
don't even know their
mention-
skills.
not to mention that it's you get out of each rank way too fast. You go from V to 1 or 5 to 1 in like 4 matches early game. Way too fast.
Yeah, early game is pretty fast. Later
Way
stage
Yeah,
too
early
fast.
game
more.
with bots is super fast. Like as soon as you get a
They need to-
grandmaster, you have to play against players. Then it slows down massively.
Yeah, they need to make it to where you earn like 10, maybe 20 points at like a 200-point interval. Maybe even more than, maybe even a 500 interval. And you lose like, let's say, I don't know, 15. You gain 10, lose 15 every time you die. So it's not a massive disparity, but it's still a disparity.
I gotta
Um,
be right back for like 10 minutes. I'll get back to you guys real quick.
Yeah. So I think number one, they need to make it way harder to rank up, or longer. Take way longer to rank up. And number two, they need to be able to. What I said is not an instant D rank, but like, let's say you get up to legendary and you're at the very bottom of legendary. Okay, let's just
You
say
get
that.
so many chances of
lose.
losing before
You
you,
lose
actually
once.
D-rank.
I would say no, only 2. You lose your first match, it gives you a warning. If you lose the next match, you will drop down a rank. So from legendary to champion 1, for instance. If you lose 2 matches in a row at the very bottom when when you've hit the very lowest amount of points that you can be in legendary. If you lose 2 times in a row, you should D-rank back to champion 1. Personally. That way, at least there's at least a 1-match disparity to keep you in.
They don't need to reinvent the wheel with the whole ranking system. Just
Nope.
find one of the 6 games that's been doing it great for years and
Yep.
steal it.
Yeah.
Halo 3 did it almost perfect. How many years
What
ago?
needs to happen?
League of
too
Legends is still
is-
doing it every day. Perfect. Rainbow
I still
Six
gotta
Siege,
say,
perfect.
yeah,
Just
Halo's-
copy one.
Halo 3's rank up system was the
Yeah.
best rank up
That's what I mean.
system
And
I've
you
ever-
didn't feel bad about them losses because you fought skilled based. You know what I mean? You knew what you were getting yourself into.
Yep. The rank you were at, you knew exactly where you're at. If you're fighting diamond players, then it's gonna be a little bit of a challenge, but not so much of a challenge that you just absolutely fucking blow your mind out. And you're not
Yes.
with completely incompetent fucking idiots that won't play objective.
And in true
'Cause at
Elo,
that-
it's not static numbers. It's got to rotate. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if you get matched higher, you don't lose as much as if you, hey, these guys were lower than you and they kicked your butt.
Right.
Sorry, you're gonna get a little bit more tax this time.
Well, it's just like, for instance, if you gain SVP in a match, you still lose the exact same amount of points as if you were the lowest fucking 0.9 player on the team. I just, like, that's bullshit. If you're SVP, if you clearly got put the secondary best player, or the top player of your team, you should lose half as many points as the rest of your team. Because
But
of the fact
SVP
that
and MVP did have
Nope.
different.
Nope. Well, MVP does give you, but not
gain more
SVP.
points. Yeah,
MVP you do and
gives
SVP
you
you
more
don't?
points.
Okay.
SVP you do not. If you're on the losing team, you lose the same amount of points as everybody else on your team. It doesn't matter. But if you're MVP, you gain more points than everybody else because you did do really good. But it's like, as an SVP, you should lose less points.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous because, like, I can't tell you how many times I've gotten SVP and D-ranked from champion ranks, because obviously there is the D-rank from champion 1 to 3. They're down to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5, etc. I still think, again, there needs to be a drop
is
from
banning all the
total
fucking
rank.
things.
Oh.
I mean, in all
Do what?
honesty, though, that would get
The game that I'm playing.
Yeah. What are you
that
playing?
would get
Heroes of the Storm.
stolen. So too.
Ah.
Because then you'd have people that would go for SVP when they know their teams are dying, and they're like, "Well, I'm not going to play this objective anymore. I'm just going to make sure I get kills because I want to
But
get
no.
SVP and not lose as
No.
much."
No. Have you not noticed that the game gives SVP, or MVP for that matter, to the person playing the objective the most, not the person getting the most kills?
Yeah, I mean, it's the merit system, but
Yeah.
that could be manipulated. in
Well,
some of
no,
the game modes.
I mean, there's with the exception of a few times that I've seen, personally, the person who plays the objective typically gets the MVP, with the few exceptions of somebody just absolutely dominating on kills.
Going full murder hobo.
Yeah, with the exception of that few.
They have to
person
get
that you
a
see
lot
get, like,
though for it to
Yeah.
happen though.
But it's like I seen like there was this one time I was Tricera on the platform map. I got 1 kill, 6 assists, and like 2 deaths. I got MVP, whereas our top killing player had what 21 kills and still didn't get MVP over me with 21 fucking kills, and I was just
Because
like,
they're not
wow,
playing objective. Yeah.
because they never touched the objective.
Objective
never
based
set on the enemy.
game.
Give you MVP. Yeah, it's insane. It's a mind boggle. And it's just like I think Caesar was talking about earlier about bringing players from like Call of Duty and whatnot into this game and them not knowing how to play objectives. And it's
I
just
hate
like he was making a different point, but it's like for me that's a mind blow that we're how many years into the gaming world and people
That people
still
don't know
do
how
not
to play
understand
objective.
how to play
Hey,
an objective.
And
You're talking
It
to.
is insane.
I do want to
I
add
firmly
in the
believe
defense.
you should have to have a mic to go in ranked. Personally,
Well, it definitely helps.
What needs
it's
to
a
happen
it's a game
to-
that matters. You know what I mean? Communication.
I mean,
like,
It does matter.
another thing to look at is look at fucking Battlefield 6. How many Call of Duty fuckwits got their fucking ass smashed by getting
Here's
blown
the
up
thing,
through a
though.
building and whatnot?
I disagree with the microphone thing because, like,
I do
for
too.
me,
Hot micing.
yeah, hot micing, and then people are just annoying as fuck, especially because they're random. You're not gonna ever meet the person again, probably,
Yeah.
and they say whatever the fuck they want, and they'll sit there and argue.
Yeah.
Like, Best example is when I was playing Marvel Rivals. Immediately muted that shit. Never talked to
Well, yeah,
anybody
you
again. Never
you can
bothered
mute
to
it,
listen to
but
them.
you're
Yep.
telling me you wouldn't take a squad of 6 people communicating over 6 people not communicating in the
depends.
chances of
People
victory?
that I know
It
and
depends.
trust, but randoms? Fuck no, dude.
I mean, I have run across some randoms that are very good when it comes to communicating. That can be a very big boon. However, unfortunately, most of the people I run across are either hot micing really badly or just bitching at the game because they suck. When I run across people in ranked.
I guess I've had
That's-
just bad experiences with it where like I even pinging and I always start the match at like GL, HF, good luck, have
Oh
fun.
God, do
Or
not
ping weak
start me on the
targets,
pinging.
please. And
Nice.
people will argue with you and they're like, "No, I'm not pinging. I don't want you stealing my kills." It's like
Yep.
this is an
Yeah, that
objective
shit
game
is
mode
whack to
and
me, dude.
like we want to win. Why are you arguing with this?
Yeah.
'Cause,
Also,
like,
even
though
stack
I
farming
joke-
kills.
On my Welkin about like people ratting my kills, I would rather you rat the fucking kill than not kill the person at all.
Right.
Like
Or please,
my whole
please steal
job
them
is
all.
basically
Steal every one of them.
successful if I'm getting somebody low and
Yep.
somebody else is finishing off. Then I'm
I
doing my
do-
job.
I do personally feel as an Alyssness player, and this is me because I don't do enough damage, assists should account for more points than they do. Because when you're sitting there and you're fucking assisting and people take your fucking kill because you're Alyssness and can't do enough damage, because you're marking and your primary job is to be that Chad person and work with other players, which is basically whole Alyssness' whole kit, it is very irritating. Like Vaya, I was literally just talking about this, Vaya, how you and me basically argue, yell at people about the same shit when we're talking about, you know, marking. When we mark a fucking player, we want you to fucking attack this person. I don't care if you fucking steal it.
Yep.
I may joke. It's like,
Well-
oh, you bastard, you stole my kill. But
Well,
it's
that's an easy fix
son of
though.
a bitch.
They could easily implement it like some games where whoever did the most damage gets credit for the kill.
They could do that, yes, but they
Or
didn't.
where everybody gets kills instead of assists, and they mark at the end of the match instead of KDR, it's KDRA or whatever that when they
Well,
factor in assists in.
Yep.
I think a larger problem is that there's not a transparency for how everything's weighted. Like you don't know exactly how much a kill or a death is weighted. And I imagine
Yeah, the
in
merits.
elimination,
Yeah.
for the merit score. And I imagine in elimination it's probably weighted more rather than in the other objective game modes. And so if you don't know what the scores give, you don't really know what you're shooting for other than winning, right? But at
Yep.
the same time, if you're winning and you're not getting MVP, you're not getting as much of the rank score for whatever that's worth.
Not to mention that, yeah.
Is it like 4 points or something for MVP?
Oh, Vi, you know, I was checking Alyssness is fucking, you know how you have the challenges to, like, rank up your quote-unquote Alyssness, or your mech skill with the milestones of what you're supposed to do? Did you know my second rank up is get MVP, do 800, hold on, not only get MVP, but do 800,000 adjusted damage? I'm sorry,
Jesus.
800,000? 800,000 in a fucking Verge match? Are you what?
That's a lot, dude.
That is a lot.
Especially for a fucking Elysius.
Some of
I
those
barely
are
get
so
300.
crazy.
All right, and then it's like, and get 400. This is the easy part, and get 400,000 damage taken, which I regularly get about 800,000.
Yeah.
But it's like, I think those should be reversed. Get 800,000 damage taken and do 400,000 because that would be far more viable.
Mm-hmm.
Bullshit. On a victorious battle, it's like you're expecting an Alyssness after nerfing his damage so fucking badly to be able to do 800,000 damage in a match at rank silver or above.
Yeah.
Are you nuts? Do you imagine? Do you know the amount of fucking effort that would take?
I
That's
mean,
not
look at
even
my
the
Welkin
worst one,
achievement,
though.
dude. Like, look at that shit.
It's not. It's not the worst one. No.
Oh my
no.
god.
Mine is all just
what's
luck
the
based.
is it this this Skyrider?
is all luck based.
Skyrider, the
So
pilot
stupid.
Skyrider and neutralize Tricera or Stego 8 times using energy missiles during a victorious battle in Verge. So let alone you have to finish them with that 8 times. You have to
Yep.
hope nobody else kills them.
Yep.
in that meantime, and 8 times
Yep.
in any match to die, like that person's dying a lot. They hide
Yep.
for you a little bit, and that achievement's undoable.
It was Tricera and Stego.
Tricera or, I believe I
back.
read. I
What
clicked
So
other
it.
yeah,
guys?
yeah, both.
Either way,
you,
like-
you could do both. Yeah, you could do both. It counts
What
for
do you
both.
guys
scenario-
think
The other
about-
thing, like I've said before too, like with
Broken
the rank
achievements
system,
and how ridiculous they are.
Oh hell
That
yeah!
needs to
Let's talk about that.
is it needs to like put you against people in your fucking elo. Like, I'm tired of this. Well, let's give you people that are top 10 type shit.
Yeah, Vay, we went
Yeah,
over that.
we already went over that. Yeah. Yeah.
We spoke about the fact that the matchmaking in Verge is completely busted if you want to play with friends, and even if you
Like
don't
I
play
said-
with friends, it's still bad.
At max, it should only allow you to go up one or go up one and go below one of your current rank.
Or only 500 points at most.
Yeah. Fuck is going on in that bottom lane? What are these
500.
people doing?
500
Well, even
points.
that, their elo system just is in such disregard because you run into people that have no idea how to play the game, and you look and their KDs is 6.0
That's
because they played all bots for
Mhm.
28 games.
Think about it this way: since
Yeah,
there's no
that's-
deranked, there's people who should be in Grandmaster who are still stuck in Legendary. So yeah,
There's
it's that
people
bad.
in fucking champion that need to be in bronze.
And that's the problem because there's no it's a snowball. Like I said, it's a bunch of issues that when you get them together, it turns into a big problem. So yeah, it's like I still am of the opinion that the thing that they need the most is just have a chill mode so people
Fuck
can
you,
go chill.
Tassadar. Sorry.
But right after that, right after introducing a campaign or the option to do submissions, please fix your entire magic stat. 'Cause it's broken. Absolutely broken.
I do have to say the fact you can't do any achievements in casual is annoying as crap.
That's
yeah, that's
pretty
also
silly.
pretty annoying.
That would probably simply enough fill casual if the achievements could be done in there. That would maybe be enough to actually bring a lot of people into casual.
Yeah,
title.
you know what's kind of sad is that we have such a huge base where you could put NPCs anywhere in the base to give you interesting missions or stuff to do, and like these
Yes.
random side missions that you can do for random mission
The
modes.
base needs to
know?
be Destiny Tower. Just let
Or the fact that
randomly
there's so many
like
cool
30
rooms
people go into
that are
each
just
base.
empty because no one's using them for anything.
Yeah, it's. And also, by the way, the base exploration thing is broken. If you invite people over, there's a massive delay between your actions and other people's actions.
Yeah,
That
earlier.
just needs to be a hub.
Yeah,
Yeah.
earlier I think it was Fry was very delayed for both me and Seizure, and then Seizure
Yes.
ended up not seeing both me and Fry after rejoining.
Well, he was in my base.
He was
But-
in it. We could see him, but he couldn't see us.
Yeah, very broken, very, very broken. It's like, I don't know if you guys played a game like, for example, Gundam Warriors. There's a mode in that game that's basically like a free adventure mode where you pick a random pilot and just go do random skirmishes, and in between these skirmishes, you can talk to certain characters that give you different missions. You can literally do the same thing here. Just introduce a PvE mode and have characters that are walking around your base just randomly give you shit, or even some interesting stuff that gives you, like, I don't know, cool patterns or cool striker parts. You know, all that kind of stuff that you can just put in there. Sure, you can give us cool stuff through achievements, but please don't make it so it's only through achievements, because then, like, you have to rely on absurd luck for certain achievements that are just undoable unless you're lucky to get like a bronze lobby in the beginning of a season and you just farm bots. That's it. And you still have to be pretty lucky regardless, because some of these achievements are hard, even against bots.
I think most of them have to be a certain rank too.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that sucks too. Like,
And Kelthos
Oh.
is dead.
I don't know if you guys talked about it before I got in here. Did you talk about the marketplace?
Yes.
oh no, we did not talk about the marketplace. Actually.
What? I got a simple
Kind of,
question.
yeah, kind of.
I got,
we
I
did
got a
little bit
question
of-
for everyone.
Yeah.
I've had this conversation with other people. The limit on the lowest you can sell an item. What are people's opinion on that?
Yeah, that is kind of
I
annoying.
could care less. I
It
could
is
care less on
annoying,
that.
Yeah, that's
but at the
whatever.
same time, it's necessary. I think
Do you think it's necessary, or do you think if
Yeah,
they removed
it's
it, it would
necessary.
stimulate it?
it's necessary.
No, it's necessary because then people would be undercutting people to the point that like there's no
Yep.
point in selling it.
But in every other game, it undercuts and eventually stabilizes, right? Like
I don't know about that.
Depends. It
in
depends.
WoW, Elder Scrolls Online, Final
Dude,
Fantasy,
in World of
any
Warcraft, it
game.
was abysmal when people would undercut. Like,
But yeah, eventually
and I
guilds
played that
take
shit for
over
20
and
years.
they all set the price.
Because the
Well, yeah,
thing is,
Sure, but I
when
think
you
we have
do
more
that,
of,
when you allow for something like that, I know because I did this. You have people that basically they undercut because they're essentially whales on the market, and they farm the shit out of specific things. So what they do is they undercut, buy out everything when it becomes low, and then set the market price and control that market, which is what you don't want.
I don't need to. I don't want to like go into an economics class to explain my point of view, but I just want to say this because the game has a very low population. There is an argument that you should be able to put whatever price you want. If, for example, you want to sell a Welking axe, which probably there's like only 3 people in the North American server that even have one.
Yeah,
I don't think you're gonna be able to sell it because it has to be super expensive. The core price that you have to put it for. I don't remember what's the minimum price. I don't know.
the lowest
Um,
I've seen is
is what,
about
40,000?
$500. Yeah, $450 worth of Korite.
Yeah, so
Ridiculous.
you
Vulcan
can't
axe?
even sell it for cheap. So your only choice of selling this item that you got is if a whale buys it. Sure, there's the argument that I should be able to sell the Welking axe for like $30. I don't give a shit. I just want money. I don't care about the skin. But at the same time, if you do that, then everyone else also has to sell it at $30.
Oh
And
my
if they wanna make a
fucking
profit,
god!
they are not gonna make a profit because they want to, make more money because the rates are bad. Let's talk about let me.
I mean, I think some of them are
extend-
bad. I've
let
made
me
decent money on
extend
this
an
card.
olive branch in this conversation about the dog water gotcha that this game has with no pity rates and extremely low chances of getting stuff. Which, by the way, I don't understand because Seasun is a gotcha developer. They developed a Snowbreak, and I'm pretty sure there are pity rates in that game. If anyone can confirm to me or say that I'm wrong, but most gotcha games have pity rates. There's no pity rate in this game, and there's gotcha. So you can open
this game-
1,000 boxes and get nothing.
This game tracks everything under the sun, and it doesn't tell you even how many boxes you opened. And if there
Oh,
is,
yeah, it
please show
doesn't.
me where it's at. Because
Okay, so I
I've
googled it.
opened about 300, and I'd like to just see that stat.
Snowbreak does have a pity system from Google.
See, that's so weird. They know that pity breaks are necessary for gotchas, and they just don't do it. They just don't do it, which is extremely awkward. Like, people can legitimately be opening 1,000 boxes and get nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
It's wild. You should not be doing this in 2025 when all these
what's
gotcha games
there-
do it.
To be honest, though, what's there to get?
Cool shit.
Weapon skin.
I want the
A
skins.
Falcon model
I can't
voucher,
get them.
maybe?
Oh,
Definitely
Yeah, you
weapon
can also
skins.
get
the
the
weapon
Falcon.
skins even in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
You
Heavy-
have Welkin's axe.
Yep.
You have Sky Raider's wings, and then you have Panaka's little bubble shield thing.
Yep.
Like,
Wait,
sure,
And then, of
Raider-
course, you got
Sky
the
Raider's
actual
wings?
season
yes,
skin,
Sky Raider
and then the
wings.
Falcon model.
The Sky Raiders rings, though, did go up for minimum sale, and somebody did bid them. I've never seen that with the Welkin axe, but somebody did that with the Sky Raider wings. They put it really low,
I've
and
seen
it
the
just
Welkin axe,
climbed up.
dude. Super expensive.
I mean, I've never seen somebody put a minimum bid on
Oh my
the Welkin
god!
axe, just the other two.
Yeah. So yeah, there's no PD rates for the gacha system. That is very obviously a gacha for it's just gambling. Maybe no PD rates for stuff like the Falcon model, but for everything else that's in game, hell yeah, you need a PD rate, dude. Otherwise, what's the point? Like, I need 1,000 boxes to even have a chance to get something, and even then, I can get just trolled and not get anything. Like, it's not a good look. So the marketplace also has this issue tied to the fact that getting items that will be cool to sell in the marketplace is hard because there's no pity rate. So some servers like the South American server
don't even, not a single person in the server has these accessories because there's like no one who got them. So it's dead. It's empty. You can't
Ironically,
even
I
buy
just
them.
sold 2 covert operation keys. As we're
Yeah,
speaking
that's-
about it.
So yeah, marketplace is a mess. So a lot of people say that there shouldn't even be a marketplace. I think that's a little extreme.
Yeah.
But
I
it
do
definitely
too.
needs to change. It definitely needs to change. Some need to fix something up in there. Like
I also am
I
looking
agree with the market.
forward to when they
I
bring
just-
back trading. That'd be cool.
I
Oh,
think
yeah,
they
trading.
need to add. I think they need to add more to the system though, because like hairstyles and shit. For instance, you
oh
can't.
yeah, let's talk
that's
about the
you can't sell
seasonal
hairstyles.
cosmetics. Real
Like you
quick.
can't buy hairstyles from players for some reason. So
Oh,
if
yeah,
you
that
missed a
sucks.
week, for instance, and you're trying to look for a certain hairstyle, you could go to styles. You could buy a face, but that face doesn't give you the item that comes attached to it.
Man, I'm fucking dead.
Oh man, yeah, the customization things that they gutted in the beta, and they
That too.
turned it into pay
too.
to pay to exist. You know, like what do I have to pay 600 Corite for an afro? Hello, like are
Ronald
you for real?
McDonald.
So yeah, this seasonal cosmetic stuff, which is on our rotation. Why is this on our rotation? Just let us buy whatever we want.
Yes,
Let me
that
spend my
too.
money.
Yes, that too. Yeah, why
So
is it on a
dumb.
rotation? That is the biggest critique I have about that system.
Why do you
on a
rotate
rotation.
premium items, brother? This is 2025.
And it's
Do
also
stuff
like
right.
people have different seasonal shops too, so then the items itself are pretty much gotcha and exclusive based
I've
on.
never gotten an outfit. I keep getting the No Bulls Chance hat and like the TV screen. I never got a full outfit in my seasonal
It's rough.
to buy. Not once.
Yeah, I never
So-
got the wolf cut hairstyle that I wanted from it too.
Oh yeah,
It never popped up in my
before
system.
we even like mention anything,
That's even worse because you have way more
Uh,
chances for that.
yeah, you have
Yep.
way more chances.
I
let's
got
also
the
talk about
same
fact
fucking
that,
mohawk 4 times in a row.
Corite is too expensive in this game, by the way. At least from where I'm
Yes.
from, way too expensive. Like
It is in general. No matter where
in
you're
general, way too expensive,
Well,
dude. If
yeah.
I wanted to buy an ace, I have to pay 1/4 of a minimum wage salary to buy a fucking ace. It's way
Well,
too expensive.
Inherently, the marketplace was making a lot of money for a lot of people I play with. We were consistently making money playing matchmaking and selling daily until they put out the PvE mode. 2 Carver came out, I made a couple bucks a day.
Yeah. Yeah, same.
And then PvE mode came out and it destroyed the market overnight. The
That's
whole
because
market
people
went under.
were actually able to get boxes because a lot of people just wouldn't be able to like extract from Mash, just
Unfortunately, but
Because
it
they
kept
were
the
awful
market
It's
alive.
outside it.
unfortunate.
That's why.
Yeah.
It's like if you're awful, then you're gonna not get.
I mean,
stuff out.
PvE, I think it was a good idea, but I think certain things shouldn't have been allowed to get in there, like the crates. The crates shouldn't have been able to be obtained at the rate.
But then issues.
the-
You look at the rates of stuff that you can get from the crates, and it's like whatever, dude. I could get 50 crates from Covert Ops. I'm getting nothing.
Yeah, but it
getting
just made the
nothing.
crates more valuable when I could spend 30 minutes in covert and get 6 walk out with average 5
Yeah,
or
they
6
were devalued. They lost
just-
value.
drastically
They
overnight.
lost
Like,
value. But then there's the thing that you have to balance between do I want all my PvE players to just fuck off and not play because they're bored, or should I just
no, I
give
think
them
it
a
should
little
exist,
something,
but
you know?
there needed to be a different thing in there. A
And
different
that's
box,
exactly
maybe.
why we need a campaign mode, because a campaign
Yeah.
mode doesn't need to drop stuff like boxes. It just needs to be
Yeah.
entertaining. See?
That covert ops felt like
I require
putting a band-aid
entertainment.
on something that needed stitches.
It was absolutely a band-aid. Yeah, it was a band-aid.
There's a lot of woulda, coulda, shoulda shit that they could have done, and
Just didn't.
they just didn't. On top of the fact that they don't fucking listen to anybody. So at this point, does it really matter?
It does. I mean, we're talking about it.
I am saying, like, to them, does it fucking matter? Because it doesn't.
I don't know.
We can
man.
talk about it
Like,
all we want, but
Cause
We
like the
can't fix
cycle
shit.
of communication that comes out of the Chinese, it's basically all the Chinese people
Awful.
because Seasun doesn't say anything. So you have to go on a whim and just believe what the Chinese people are saying, and it's bad because Seasun doesn't listen to anyone. Basically, dude, the CEO of Kingsoft said that players who are complaining were trolls. That's not a good thing to say.
Okay.
It's a
Oh yeah,
bad thing to
definitely
say.
not.
It's like you can say that if you're the developer of Call of Duty, because at least a bunch of children still gonna buy your game, but not if you're some random mecha developer. Don't be saying that.
If you take a moment, though, to look at the game that I'm streaming, you'll see how the rank plays out in this one. They have a fucking band phase, and they have basically what role you would like to
Falcon
play.
gets banned every single match.
That'd be hilarious.
Yep.
But like,
With-
you can
with
see
more
where
mechs,
people
band phase
put
would be
their
nice.
role. They could be doing that too. Like, this person puts healer, this person and tank as their secondary. Like, they can do that, but
Yeah.
they don't fucking do that.
Seizu,
So
Dan would be bad
Real
for this
quick,
game though in its
I'm
current
gonna
state.
post some screenshots from the Chinese Bilibili over here on the voice chat. I'm sure you can see them as well as the other people to see what the Chinese people are saying, and it's pretty funny, even though the translation's kind of bad. Take a look.
let me finish this game, and I'll take a look.
I do need to go into rank to get this legendary title.
Okay, I died.
Oh, this person is not banning. That's not good.
Oh yeah, they also released news, and actually it wasn't news. It was just another ban list.
Who?
Seasun. It was just another ban list. Everyone thought it was news. It was just another ban list.
A ban list of players?
Yeah.
Oh man.
If you guys
Cheaters
want to,
or-
just cheaters.
Yeah.
Or at least who they call cheaters. I don't know.
Yeah, dude. Did you see the number of cheaters that were banned for the Battlefield 6 beta?
Oh yeah. Oh,
many
that's
to
not
count?
even.
972,000 players in a
Oh,
single weekend.
dude,
In a
and
single.
I'm telling you too, I
fucking
saw some
weekend.
of those bastards too. Like, it was that bad. There were
And
times
those
that
are-
we were in
those are
games
the
and I was
ones
like,
that were caught.
look at that person. And all of us on the squad, because some of the guys in here were playing with me, we're all just like, yeah, that person's cheating.
Did you see the cat girl videos yet?
Oh man, let's not get into that issue.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, the cat girl like drawing person that was literally every time he ADS'd, it snapped to the next player.
It was proven. It was proven that they were cheating. By the way, it was
Yeah.
proven.
They got banned, straight up banned. Yeah.
I think they got unbanned actually, and then banned again.
The best part of that was them saying, "Oh man, I just ADS'd on them through the wall."
Yeah,
that was
tee-hee,
weird.
I cheated.
Oh, wait,
I
no,
just
no, no,
knew-
no.
I
I
just
know
knew
what
they were
you're
there.
talking about. No,
Yeah.
I did see it.
They literally
Yeah, it was
said
not-
it, and they're like, "What?"
Dude.
And the best part is, and you want to know what even funnier is, somebody posted their gameplay of doing the exact same thing and was like, "Yeah, this person's not cheating. Are you calling me a cheater?" Turned out they were also cheating.
Yes, we are.
It's like, damn. It's like, why did you do that to yourself? Like, this person's clearly getting called out for cheating and being banned on Twitch and fucking YouTube and shit where the guy was streaming. And this person goes, "Yeah, well, look at my gameplay video. I'm not cheating."
On a white knight for the cheater,
I
and
think
then they're a
there
cheater
is-
themselves.
Yep.
I think there is somebody is keeping it pretty good secret, but I'm pretty sure there's a way to see Stellaris in stealth.
I mean, I just
Uh,
looked for the
game mode.
shimmer.
There
I've-
is.
There used to be a way to
I've had
cheese
too
it
many times
by-
where I'm like random in Mashmac and you can't guess that good. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way you shoot that shot.
Yeah,
You
there
you
are
can-
cheats. Yes, there
you
are.
can-
Oh no,
see
man!
his-
I'm pretty good at guessing where those stealth people are at.
Yeah,
so-
I
I
was
mean,
gonna
like,
say,
I've been,
you
like,
can.
No, but there are cheats.
100
there
meters
are.
away
Yeah, I
and
know.
watch like a Skyrider just blind fire a shot at me and pull me
Oh,
right
I
back
see
out.
Here's
what
the
you mean.
thing.
Like,
There used
No,
to
I
be
look
an
for where, like, somebody's shooting
abusable
from.
bug. There used to be an abusable bug regarding the call out wheel. where if you use the call out and you pointed at the place a Stellaris was, even if they were cloaked, you would point out for them to be attacked. So the ping would remain on them even if they were stealth.
Even if they
Now,
were
they
invisible,
patched
yeah.
this. They patched
Yeah,
this.
it still lasts for a little bit when you're invis, but
Yeah,
it
but not a
will
long
disappear
time.
after a while.
Yes,
Well,
but
not
in
to
the
mention
past,
every time
it
you
used
take
to be a bug.
damage, every time you take damage, your outline does show up too. So
Well, no, I mean,
For
keep
like
that in
2 seconds and then it goes away.
yeah.
I'm telling like a Mashmack fight, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. Okay, things turn south. I'm deciding I'm gonna go pick up a teammate, and I've dipped in a random direction in Mashmack, not in Verge. And
Oh,
there's been
yeah.
a couple times where it's like, how is this person still on me?
Yeah.
There's no way. Like you have to be
See,
doing
issues.
something.
I think you
like
came across a
there's-
murder hobo and you didn't know it.
I don't know, because I mean I've played with a good bit of people on in the top 50 or so, and there's been a couple scenarios where it just doesn't math. Maybe it was just a glitch. Maybe they did get lucky, but
Maybe they were cheating because there is cheats, dude. There is cheats. they,
It was,
they ban
Yeah, there's
cheaters.
cheats in every game. Nothing you can do about it.
And
Yeah.
Mashmak is far easier to cheat because it's a lot harder to like notice that
Prove it.
people are cheating.
yeah,
Yep.
that too.
So yeah, that's another problem with Mash too. Like Verge cheating, if someone is cheating in Verge, they're probably gonna get caught a lot faster than if they're cheating in Mash. Like, yeah. Has anyone seen the screenshots, by the way?
Yeah, I saw the screenshots.
Screenshots of what?
Look into the voice chat. I posted some Bilibili screenshots of the news today.
Oh, the screenshot, the cheats, yeah.
Yeah, they're Chinese. No.
Jesus.
Just people making fun of the news. The Chinese people making fun of the news.
Oh. I would, but I'm currently being attacked by sentinels.
Everyone's like, the game is almost dead. No preview. Maybe this is the last season. Damn.
Like, I
Oh.
definitely see that there's coders and artists that are heavily working in this game. My issue is with the communication from above. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the management, the PR management is.
It
garbage.
feels like the management is like trying to speed run it. You know what I mean?
Shocking evacuation rate of 99%.
I firmly still have faith in them. I think they're going to fix the game. I really,
The game's good.
really do.
They
I think it has a good enough
Injecting
shell.
copium
I think the
particles.
marketplace.
Injecting copium
Copium.
particles.
No, the
Injecting
marketplace,
copium
I think, will help the game. I think once they fix the marketplace and the ranked and the few things we just talked about, the game has the base. It'll
Yeah.
get
It
there.
has
Oh,
the
100%.
base.
has the
It
core.
absolutely
Definitely
has
has
the
the
base.
And
base.
they,
Yeah.
they can't
Solid
give up on it
foundation.
yet. If season 1 goes horrible, even I think season 2 has to happen, and then if season 2 goes horrible, then we can talk doom scrolling and
Yeah, we can
That-
talk No Man's Sky treatment.
yeah. But I think they'll at least give it that. They have too much money devoted into it to give up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for their shareholders, they have to try and make it
Every
work.
time someone talks about money with this game, I keep reminded of the meme of people posting Chris' picture and a caption saying, "Sir, we spent $1 million and nothing worked."
Well, here you go. How much? Go down the list.
For a
Go down the
citizen?
list. How much has anybody donated to this game? How much money have you put into it personally?
I haven't.
Let me see.
I haven't put
I
a single
have.
dollar.
Okay, you got 0. That's 1.
I bought the Matrix contract in support after I
Yep.
got the
I've,
legendary.
I've spent
Okay.
a decent amount of
Never
money
mind.
already.
I take that back. I bought the Matrix. Yeah.
Yeah, I bought the Matrix and the Ace for Stellaris.
I bought the Matrix and a few outfits. That's it.
I actually
But,
never
it's
actually
still money.
officially bought the Ace. I spent 20,000 in game Corite from selling my paint to buy.
Yeah. Fair enough. That don't count. Yeah.
Yeah.
But either way, how many skins have you seen? The Ace skins have you seen floating around the world? A decent amount.
A decent amount.
Very little. Very little.
For Stellaris, at least, a decent amount nowadays I see
somebody
have
had to
Ace.
buy it.
Yep.
You might have thought about it. You might have grinded out Mashmack for some stuff and sold some paints, but somebody bought that. Somebody gave them $50.
Oh yeah,
They
definitely.
have to be, even with these low numbers, they have to be pulling decent money in revenue.
Oh, they
the
are,
cost
they
of
are.
everything is.
In
So they have
China, they
enough-
definitely are.
And that's all that matters. As long as that marketplace keeps moving and they put out the new Ace and enough people buy it, and after these two have disappeared and people see the prices of them, the third one's going to sell like hotcakes. In all honesty, so they're
Yeah.
gonna make the money off of
That's
it.
what
It's just
Striker is really like.
if as long as it's not somebody bad. Yeah, I think it'll.
Like Stego.
I think
Stego is
Stego's,
one.
Stego's
Stego
great.
does-
What do you mean?
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
Sega
Stego's
does
one of
have
the
a
better-
confirmed. He does have a confirmed mech pilot.
Look, Stego is cool. I love Stego, but he gets bullied by everyone. It's just the truth.
It's
Everyone
Stego's
bullies
the
Stego.
same as everybody else, and it's a team game.
Yeah.
With the right team, Stego is a monster. Without a team, Stego's a target.
Yeah, honestly.
Same
Solo
with
game.
Tricera.
Yeah, same thing.
Sarah's a little more livable, I'd say.
Put Tricera, Stego, and now a Welkin with any healer in that
The
pile,
difference.
and
The
now
difference.
they're a
called,
machine.
the aircraft carrier strategy. You just need a Sky Raider in there.
The difference with that though is Tricera is meant to be in front lines. Stego isn't.
Stego isn't.
Yeah,
Stego
yeah.
melts the moment a melee striker pins him. Like, it's over.
Well, actually, that's not entirely true because if they're attacking you and you pop your shield, it'll stagger them and then you can get free damage on them. You drop
True.
your fucking turret farm, you wait for them to attack you again, you drop your fucking shield, and it pushes them away, and then you get free fucking damage again.
It's a rough
Yeah.
game of cat
If you-
and mouse.
Yeah, but if
Yeah.
you have somebody backing you up, you'll win that fight with Stego.
100%.
'Cause I play Stego a decent amount.
Yeah,
See,
it's
and
like
Tricera-
Tricera, really.
Tricera,
A
if
proper
they
played
don't
Stego
have,
will sit up on a mountain and fucking shoot down at everybody.
just weaken all the targets. Yeah.
Yep, just
Okay.
reaping on the fucking targets.
Going back on the ace thing, I would have bought aces if they were cheaper. If they were half the price, I would have bought all the aces. Honestly, honest to God, I would have bought.
Yeah.
It. It's just too expensive. It's just too expensive. I can buy
I
a
know.
game for the price of an ace.
I
A
firmly,
good
yeah,
game.
but I agree with you that if they were $25, they would sell more. But
They would sell like hotcakes. They would sell
that's
so
a
much.
that's a company's preference because you figure Diablo's skins are in that price range, and man, they've got me on Diablo 3 too many times, and Diablo 4, and yeah, I'm just saying every season it was like, oh man, this one's sweet. How much is it?
Dude, it's
$24.99.
self-reporting right now.
You know, you want to know actually one of the things that actually brought a lot of people a distaste for a lot of people is people thought Falcon was a because they seen the Falcon when the game first released.
They
They
thought it
seen
was
the Falcon
paid to
custom.
play as
They thought it
Falcon.
was pay to play as Falcon. Yeah,
See,
they thought
it's
they thought
hilarious.
that was a pay to win Falcon because
that this
it doesn't
only
say that
managed to
it's
be a
him.
thing, Barda, because the community managers didn't exist and the developers didn't say anything, so it just
Yep.
ran.
They just let it
Yeah.
run. Yep. Yep.
They just let it run. They didn't give a shit.
That is
All
their-
of these
that is the only issue.
YouTubers making all of these clickbait ass titles,
Yep.
and the developers just let it run while
Yep.
we were losing like
All of you.
5,000 people a week.
there- There's
Yep.
also not a lot of content creators for this game compared to a lot
There
of
were
other
when it
games.
came out.
But
They
we-
were
there was a
already
lot of
out, but-
That's
there was a
because
lot
people
of
were
Doom
jumping on the
posters.
bandwagon for it. That's why.
But like, if you want to type in what mods are good to run in MashMac or X, Y, and Z,
you get a
you're not gonna find
Caesarific
nothing.
video from the
Wait,
Caesarific YouTube channel.
What I'm saying, you're gonna find some, but like compared to what's the best gun in Call of Duty, where you're gonna find 87 million of the same exact video.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's not a lot of content for MashMac. I mean, they're
It's just
getting
how they just
better,
say
but
that.
there really isn't.
Now that you said that, it reminded me of the fact that there's so many tutorial videos of this game where the person giving you the tutorial has no fucking idea what they're talking about.
Yeah, they're fucking trash. Unlike
Yes.
Yeah,
the-
there's
So
there
people
really
making
isn't
tier
a lot of good
lists.
content for it.
Where they're putting Luminate in like rank D and shit like that. And I'm like super confused at the way that people rank this game. Yeah, some tutorials are bad because these people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And there's a lot of them on YouTube, by the way, a lot of them.
There was someone making like they only played like 1 day of this game, and then they said that this is pay to win slop, and I'm like, what the fuck, guy?
I seen that video. I know what you're talking
Yes,
about.
I've
That
seen that
video.
video too. Why has Seasun not copy strike this video or just take it down as fucking, abusive content? You can do that. You're a company. Abuse the YouTube system.
There's
You
also
can do
another
it.
YouTube video that tells you how you're gonna dominate Mashmock, and it's like zero advice. Doesn't even explain
Yeah, I
what
know.
Mashmock is.
Get
Yeah.
on a glider to dominate Mashmock.
Oh, it's so trash, dude. I
No, don't
fucking
do that.
Oh,
the
I
Don't do
forgot.
slop.
I
I
wanted
promise
to.
you,
I wanted
don't do
to
that.
comment the bot comment. I forgot to do that. I was at
Yeah.
work when I seen that, and I was like, I need to write that comment on another video.
The amount of
Oh my god.
and this is not necessarily this game specific, but it's like a meta specific to all games, is like the grifters that don't really know how to play the game and don't really know anything about the game, and they're just trying to make content.
Yeah, it's just
like-
the bandwagon, really.
Yeah, it's the bandwagon, and they're just really harmful for most new games, I would say. Even the Battlefield 6 had a whole bunch of, Call of Duty streamers trying to tell you how to play Battlefield 6 or add an extraction shooter to Battlefield 6. Like, what the just play your own
because
game.
then it wouldn't be Battlefield.
Exactly.
Yeah, 'cause
That's,
then it
Were they
would be
also
Battlefield.
requesting like some kind of rank system as well?
yeah. They're requesting for a lot of things, and it's just, it's a meta issue, meta gaming issue. It's not one game specific, and I have qualms against that. That's all I'm trying to say.
Well,
Well,
yeah, they got
we have
called
bashed
out
on
it.
them. We have bashed on the company for a while though, but they are doing really good on the Twitch end, for like their
All the
drops.
Are they
reward?
really? Are the
Or-
streamers they're going after even that good?
No, not that. From my girlfriend's partnered with Twitch. Blah blah blah. She has like 28,000, I think, followers or some bullshit. Side
Oh,
point. So I'm
God.
on Twitch a lot, and I dealt with companies. She used to have a contract with Bethesda. She dropped it. Blah blah blah. Any game that puts Twitch drops in that are decent and continuously puts them always grows. It always does. Never do you see, if you see somebody put a Twitch drop out and then next month there's no Twitch drops,
Yeah.
the game normally teeters off. Or it's just a big game and it doesn't need to. But
So-
a game that continuously adds Twitch drops, they survive. Like Warframe does drops all the time. You know what I mean? Over the years they've always done them and they're good. And I don't know if Warframes are great. I mean, skin colors are cool, but they're at least doing that, I think, properly.
Just for information, have the Twitch drops been anything but patterns?
They're
They did those
skins.
crates. You did those crates for a little bit, but the crates were really bad. They were like,
Yeah, the crates were
They're
bad.
just
Yeah,
low
they're
rank
shitty.
mash rewards.
yeah. I mean, but for somebody just starting off, getting a repair and that, like, I see their idea. It's not.
Yeah.
The skins are nice.
Yeah, the
They
skins are
definitely
nice.
can be creative with the Twitch drops to attract more people.
You know, they
And
also
what is
had
also-
pilot drops.
Yeah.
They had pilot
Also-
decals.
Yeah,
So,
the first month or so, you get all those. I
the earpiece, the fucking
Yeah.
the glasses, yeah.
But
and
that's
they
where we're
also
at
made
now.
it so the mech
Those could be
skins, you
weapons.
could buy them to unlock.
Mhm.
Well, eventually they've already, there's a gun range in the fucking game. Eventually they've already stated that they're working toward adding like an FPS for the pilots to go shoot at each other.
What the?
Oh, if they get destroyed in MASH?
Oh yeah, human meat suits for my mecha game.
Oh, yeah.
Titan,
That
Titan frame.
You know how cool it would be if it's kind of like Titanfall, you know what I mean? Where you get
Yeah.
out of the mech, mid-fight and you fucking drop like a nuke on them or a bazooka or something. I don't know.
I mean, if you do solo for mash, you do
Yep.
get
It
out your
happens.
You
mech.
do get
You
out.
get
Yeah,
out of
you
your striker.
Yep.
I'll
do.
tell you what though, if I kill a squad and then get ant-manned, I'm gonna rage. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
I do want to make a point that I think they could do a little more with the Twitch integration by like if they had a immersive PvE experience, kind of like Left 4 Dead did, where the viewers could spawn zombies. You know what I mean? Like
Oh man,
if we could do
that'd be
like
so
where
hilarious.
the viewers can spawn drop ships or something like that.
Oh yeah,
yes.
any of those integrated ones are all great. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm drawing a blank. What's that climbing game where the Peak?
yeah.
Peak is doing it the best, where the developers
like,
will
the-
go
the-
into
the
streams
number one
and
friend
actually
slot
alter
game.
the game, like actually alter what's happening on the streamer's screen to fuck with them and like spawn stuff in and despawn stuff. Great if you haven't seen those clips. Like they literally,
I've seen
devs are
them.
live screwing with the guy as he's streaming. Mint.
There's I remember this guy in Skyrim where the chat would consistently spawn cheese wheels on him.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
You know which one I'm talking about? Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
See, that's the thing that kills me. The thing that hurts me is that there's so much room for so much interesting stuff, and they're laser focusing on this crap that it's not what brought me to play this game. I came here because of Mashmock, thinking it was gonna be a cool PvE mode, and I just stuck because, might as well, but because I got no other games that I'm interested in, so
The game does need meme content. It doesn't
it
have
need
meme
more
content.
content. It need,
The meme economy.
It need
No,
meme
not
content.
need meme content. The goofy, carefree.
It needs chill content because that's where you
Yeah.
do goofy
Yeah.
stuff, you know.
I agree.
Yeah, we're just hoping for the best. That's
Well, that's
the
why
hope,
the
yeah.
divers are doing so good because you can screw around and not have to be serial.
Yeah.
yeah, because there's no PvP in it, is there?
Nah.
Yeah, exactly. It's fun. Don't need to worry about it. Just go and
PvP
have
can be fun. It just needs its place.
And it needs its place so it's not extremely stressful to just play one match. Like, even when I win in ranked, it doesn't feel very fulfilling because sometimes you win even though you played like shit and you got carried by your team. Or sometimes you have to carry your team in your back and you're like, your hands hurt after a match. Like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like there's a balance of, oh, hey, this match was very balanced, I had fun. But it seems to be very rare to happen. Most of the time it's just a wipeout from
Had-
either side.
I think I've had my most exciting, close, fun back and forth matches in escorts, where it's that 98 to 199.
Oh yeah, escort's definitely the closest.
I think that
Definitely
game
the
mode
closest.
is probably their best, but it also is their worst when it comes to getting blown out. But when they're close, they are super fun.
Oh yeah, I've had one my actual match where I ranked up to legendary. I played with Domo Mash, another Chinese dude in my team, and it was hilarious because they were using voice chat in the game, and the Chinese dude was speaking in Chinese, and Domo Mash was also trying to speak in Chinese, but I don't think he could. So I was there sitting in the corner in my Luminate, and he kept spamming, "Please heal me," with like half a full health bar when I have to keep healing this Chinese guy. And I think he started, I don't know if he started insulting him because I was healing him instead of him. I don't know, man. I just had a lot of fun. It was the funniest fuck cargo match, and it was close too, because cargo matches was the only ones where it's actually seriously close. Other than that, and team deathmatch, I guess, where sometimes you have ties.
I think Team
Uh,
Deathmatch needs taken out of the rotation.
Team deathmatch sucks. I hate it. It's my most hated mode. I despise it. I despise team deathmatch.
I think it just needs
You
to be its
either
own game
do
mode.
very well in team deathmatch, or you
I
get absolutely
typically win.
curve stomped.
I
The
typically win
spawn
those.
times are too long in TDM. That's all it is. It's too easy to snowball a team. Once you
Yeah, you
get that
snowball
healer,
them.
you know what I mean? Like it's normally that first and second kill, and then it's actually over.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
goes down.
Wrap.
That's true.
I think they
That's
need to remove team deathmatch from the rotation, or they need to minimize the spawning times so it's not as drastic as a blowout.
Well, Ace Arena has a 5-second respawn, so
And yeah, no, I think Ace works way better. Like just take Ace Arena and make it 6 players. Why it's 3 is
that'll be
PvP.
kind of fun, to be honest.
So I mean, like, because the community that wants to play that TDM, that's what they want. They want fast pace. They don't want to sit there for 25 seconds dead. They want to just mash buttons and try and kill somebody.
They want Ace Arena.
They want to go in on
That's the
Falcon
thing.
and be like, I'm going to kill the enemy Falcon. It's not smart, but
But yeah,
that's what the
but
fun
it-
they want to have. Let them do it. Just put the game mode in.
Yeah, let people play Ace Arena. Get bots in Ace Arena. I don't care, man. Just do something. That's the thing. The problem is that other than for the Chinese server, all the servers suffer from lack of
Are there no
players
bots
on
in
certain
Ace Arena?
modes. There are
Yes.
no bots in Ace Arena once you reach
Oh,
Grandmaster.
there isn't?
Yeah, both of
Oh,
them are
yeah.
the same. At Grandmaster, it just kills.
It just disappears. Bots just disappear once you reach Grandmaster.
Oh shit.
which I like Ace Arena. It's interesting because a 3 versus 3 mode is a
Like,
lot more intense.
Honestly though,
But you don't get ganged up on and immediately
Hot
deleted
topic.
if you spawn in a wrong place. Like
Hot
Yeah, that's
topic.
true.
They've got the ability to make fucking god tier AI, and it's bullshit because every one of us has done the challenge mode, but those AI in the challenge modes
Why are we
not
sing? Sorry.
are not. They're not the fucking highest tier AI in the game.
Yeah.
that you can
Well,
fight
why
against.
the
Why
AI
are
in
those-
challenge mode cheats though? That's annoying.
That's not true.
they do
That's not
cheat.
true.
That go do the mission with what is it, Panther, where you have to kill the Aquila and then the Welkin, and tell me that grappling
done
hook's cooldown is right.
Done it.
I beat it too.
Beat it.
I
But
hate
tell
that
me that
grappling hook
cooldown
shit.
is the same cooldown you have. On
I
It is
don't
the
think
same
it
cooldown.
is.
It is the same cooldown.
is.
That dude spammed that thing at me like 20 times. Same with the Welkin. It was just like,
Skill
dude,
issue.
how do you have a bubble? I mean, I beat it, but it pissed
It's
me
not
off
a
for
skill
about a
issue, we
half
both
hour.
beat it. We both
About a
beat it.
half hour, I was pretty mad. I was tilted for like a half hour.
Well, it's like a lot of people with the Alyssness one, where you're light mode Alyssness and you have to kill a Tricera that's full armored.
No, it's so
And you
easy.
have,
Just
like,
stand on
a
top of
minute.
his head. Just
Yeah, literally just stand on top. I refused to do that, but yeah, that's how you beat it. That's how you cheese it.
I didn't try it any other way than that. I literally was like,
I-
oh, Tricera, I stand on top of its head.
I was
Fuck
like-
this."
I was like, I refuse. I watched a video on how to do it because that's one of the ones that I failed the most. And then I found out you just sit on top of his head and it basically has no shield up there. And I was like, oh, okay, that's easy. But I refuse to do this. I'm like, I'm doing it the fucking way that, God intended it. And I'm going to fucking take down these shields and beat this fucking guy's ass. So I down slashed him and fucking and did the charge blast and avoided his what's it called? The howitzers.
Howitzer.
Yeah. I would
I'm
watch
stuck-
his howitzers fire all three of them, and then I'd go in because I'd know he'd be down for 16 seconds. So yeah, I used that.
Where am I? I did a lot of them. I was banging them out, and then I got to what is it, Hurricane?
Oh,
where
God,
you have to do the
Hurricane is
Welkin.
awful. Hurricane.
The
Hurricane.
Welkin.
With Welkin.
Oh,
my
that
god.
actually made me rage quit, and I haven't done it since.
I don't blame
I
you.
was
It's one of the worst challenges.
That is the worst. That is the hardest hardest challenge in the
Yeah,
fucking challenges.
That was the
'Cause
one. I
not
did
only
about
that-
6 or 7 people till that one, and I was like, I'm
Get
over
this
this.
too.
I'm done.
Get this too. There's a panther that spawns right after him.
Yeah, I know. I've got to the Panther a handful
Yep.
of times, and at that point, yeah, you're just
You're dead.
Barely
You're already
alive.
low.
You know what's
You're barely
crazy
alive, right.
about that challenge is that there's people who actually beat it before Hurricane got the buff with his shield. Absolutely insane.
Yeah, I know. I know.
The YouTube video. Did you watch the YouTube video with it? The guy doesn't get the Welkin doesn't like push him hard. He kind of just like chills.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It doesn't
what
like
I
attack
seen
him, and I'm
too.
like, what the fuck?
I was
It's
watching
RNG.
that
for me.
video on that, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" I was like, "This Welkin charges me like he's a fucking bat out of hell with infinite energy."
Yeah.
I'm like, "What
Yeah.
is this?" He's like, "Oh yeah, just keep running and shooting your thing. Put up the bubble so that way his howitzer can't hit you
You're
every
talking
now
about the
and
run
again."
around the wall one, where he just
Yeah,
does
the
a
run
circle
around the
and
wall
he, like,
where he-
he
and
like
he-
yeets over top of his head at
Yeah,
the
he's
beginning. And I was
right.
like, I'll try that, and he just trapped me in a bubble instantly
Yeah.
and put me in the corner. I was like,
Yep,
all right, well, fuck
he
this.
He hits you with the destabilizer, fucking puts you in the bubble, and fucking circles you. And it's just like, oh yeah, that helped. That was great.
Dude, this reminds me of when the beta came out and people were doing the challenges, and so many people got filtered by the Armor Purge challenge on tests pilot number 9.
Yep,
If anyone
Yeah.
remembers that,
yep. Oh, I remember that. That was great.
where you have to avoid the Welkin triggering Armor Purge, and so many people couldn't do it. Oh,
Fucking
man.
love
The
that.
challenges are ass, and the challenges are
Is it
ass,
bad?
that's all I'll
Is
say.
it bad? I actually missed the old Welkin that allowed you to put out the blades naturally without the box.
I guess.
I actually missed that Welkin because that Welkin was
Current
actually really
Welkin
good.
is kind of because like everyone's saying, "Ooh, Welkin is still overpowered." No,
But he is
he's
still-
not.
he's still
not
very
really.
He's still very
Not really.
powerful, but he's definitely been hurt bad. But like in general, I miss being able to deploy the drones even outside of the box. That is a change that I wish they never did. As well as, like I said, Aleseness. They should have never fucking made his weapon burst. They should have just left it full auto. I don't know why they considered that to be too OP, but they did.
Yeah,
It's
listeners just
ridiculous.
has listeners is like absolutely like neutered for
Yeah,
certain
he's
like
been
lineups.
him, dude. Between the betas being the most powerful two mechs, being him and Panther, they both got
Oh yeah,
massively neutered.
old Panther was
Oh my god,
Oh
a
god.
machine
unstoppable,
of destruction.
unstoppable, bro. Like the only
Dude
one that
was
can 1v1 him was Aleseness, because Aleseness back then was unstoppable as well.
What?
So
They are
everyone got
literally
nerfed and
rivaled
tuned
mechs.
down.
They are literally
they toned
rivaled
it
mechs.
down. They literally nerfed Panther's lance to the ground because the lance would one shot everyone
Yep.
in the
100%.
past.
Not
Yeah.
to mention they nuked his speed.
Oh yeah, he was so fast.
He was so fast.
He was
Like,
kind of broken with his speed,
he
though.
was
at one
kind of
point.
broken. He
Yeah,
was.
it was.
broken.
The lance got, I think, hit a little too hard.
Yep.
Not just a little. It could one shot plenty of strikers.
Yeah.
That's not the problem.
See, which they, you know what the funny thing is I kind of wish they never knew. I mean, this is also coming from an Aleseness main. I really wish they never nerfed Aleseness, because like he's supposed to be the hero mech of the game. He's the Gundam of the game.
Yeah,
That's, you know what I
he's
mean?
the base apparently for all the mechs, but it kind of makes sense. He's like one of the weaker ones because they build
Going on
off
a
of him.
tangent.
He's also supposed to be the newest mech in the game. In the
going on a
game's
tangent
lore.
about this. When it comes to nerfing and buffing things, I'm pretty sure there's a concept where either you just nerf everything or you buff everything. You know, what I'm
actually,
saying?
Bleach Rebirth of Souls, I don't know if you guys play that, but that game actually just did exactly what you're talking about, and they did it the right way. Recently, with the most recent patch, they released a character called Unohana, and she came out incredibly busted with her Bankai that can just absolutely
They just nerfed her.
But no, they never nerfed her. They buffed absolutely everybody up to her standards.
Isn't that more fun than just nerfing everyone until
Yes.
they're not fun anymore?
Right.
In my opinion,
Exactly.
at least.
The only character, unfortunately, is my favorite character that didn't get touched, and that's Mugetsu Ichigo, the one where he goes, basically against Aizen, the final one where he's got the chain rolled up his arm and whatnot. Anyway, he's the only one who didn't get touched, and now he feels incredibly weak because everybody got severely buffed, and he didn't get touched for some reason because I don't know why. Just he's got a one-shot mechanic, but like yeah.
What I'm saying is that I feel like here in Mecha BREAK, they're gonna go with the idea of just nerfing everyone, especially when they release a new striker. The new striker is
hate
gonna be
nerf
overpowered, and then they're gonna nerf the new striker.
Dude,
after
have you
everyone
not
uses it.
seen Hell? Have you not seen Hell? How broken Hell is? Have you not seen his kit?
I've seen his kit, and Alphard also seems
Alright.
pretty interesting.
Number one, I found
Oh.
out what the deflector, or not the reflector, so he's got a reflector kit, which the reflector kit is his wings. What that does is it bounces rounds fired at him, any ranged weapon fired at him, back at the sender.
Falcon mains in shambles.
Okay, number one. So number one, any ranged weapon, any ranged opponent like Falcon, he's gonna fucking pop that on. It's gonna bounce all that damage right back at Falcon, and dead. Okay. Number two, he's got an invisibility kit. The deception kit that everybody thought was was like a Serenith is actually an invisibility, because if you read up on his on the newest posted things after they got painted, it basically tells you what it does. It basically deflects. It's like a active camouflage, kind of like a
Stellaris.
chameleon, kind of like a chameleon, and it reflects the surrounding shit, so that way it basically makes him invisible. So not only does he's got an incredibly fast mech with a 2-shot ultra heavy sniper, which is stronger than fucking Narakumi's sniper, but he's got a fucking shield that he can put around him that reflects bullets back at the sender, and he's got a fucking ability to go invisible, as well as a claw that can stagger and hold down anybody, just like Aquila, that's chasing him down. So he's got anti-melee with the claw, he's got anti-ranged with the deflector, and he can go invisibility when he needs to rest.
Yeah.
And he's got a shield, and he's got a weapon that can 2-shot ultra heavies, like Tricera and Stego.
I mean, the two-shot ultra heavies thing, I really just want to see how that works. But in my opinion,
Not to mention, his sniper goes into an SMG when it's in close range mode.
yes, that I know that you can switch from long range to close range. What I'm thinking
Yes.
is,
It's insane.
where is he like gonna be in the meta? Is he gonna be like an absolute counter to Falcons or a counter
He's
to
an abs-
Stellaris?
Well, he's a counter
I
to
don't know.
basically everything. As long as you can use his drones, he's a counter to melee. I think melee is going to be the only thing that's really effective against him, and that's only if you can get around his claws. But if the claws track anything like Achilles, you're fucked. Because his sniper one-shots you. If you're light.
I feel like they're not gonna allow it to track like Aquila's. It might do like one rebound.
I do believe
and
the
then go.
sniper is also gonna take a while to charge like Narukami's.
Yeah.
I would hope so. There's the hope. It doesn't say anything about it being a charged sniper. But I would hope so because of the fact that it's apparently going to be able to two-shot ultra heavies. That's insane. He's an insanely fast mech with the ability to go invisible like Narakumi. He's got the ability to reflect any ranged attack at him as long as he's got it active. And he's got a two-shot fucking sniper that can turn into an
He's gonna be strong, but there's no way he's that broken. I mean, they're attempting to make this a tournament-heavy game. They would have had to test somewhat.
Yeah, they had to test this. So
You know what I mean? Like, he's gonna be busted. He's gonna be better. They
Right.
need both the mechs to be on the upper echelon and played a lot. They have
So that
to.
way people buy him.
They're
Yeah.
gonna nerf
Yes,
him.
but like
probably.
they're not gonna be busted enough that
Well,
they're the only playable.
again-
You know what I mean? Like, you would
Again,
hope, I guess.
we gotta also take into account they might just do the Bleach Rebirth of Souls approach, and when the new season comes, they're just gonna massively buff up everybody.
I don't know
The
if
hope.
they'll do that.
My
I
hopes
think
are
they'll
not
just
high for
release
that.
That's
the
the
striker.
hope.
They'll just release the striker as it is and see what the feedback is, and then nerf it after
Well,
they
they've already-
probably release some aces, I guess.
They've already stated that
not.
the season 1 is coming with a balancing patch already. So like
Yep,
mechs
yeah,
are
yeah.
gonna be rebalanced. So
Please, for the love of God, I don't want to see Tricera and Stego nerfed again, dude. Jesus Christ.
If they get nerfed again, no one's gonna use them.
I think
Dude,
the only who do you think needs fixed in Verge?
what do you mean? Buffed
What do you,
or
like?
nerfed?
Who do you think is the problem with Verge? If you have to even go the extreme negative or the extreme positive,
Okay,
Ooh.
either one. Which one of
Falcon.
each? We'll say.
Falcon, absolutely Falcon, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Falcon.
That's an agreeable thing. I think
the
too
only
many
thing
people
she
play
needs-
Falcon.
The only thing she needs to be nerfed on is the fact that her entire dodge, she can dodge before. So every time she dodges, she sends out a chaff cloud that prevents her from being locked on. The downside is, as long as she keeps holding that dash, she can dash before her chaff cloud goes away. Therefore, effectively making it, as long as she's holding the dash, be completely unlockable.
No, see, the thing with
So they need to
Falcon,
either make it. They even need to make it to where her dash is longer, or they have basically an open. They have to give an opening.
see, the
between-
thing with
I-
Falcon
you know,
is
I
that
can-
they
I can
counter
fix
way
my
too many
Falcon with-
strikers.
I can fix
Yeah.
Falcon with one thing. It
Hmm.
needs a cooldown timer on the backflip.
Well,
any
I
of
mean,
or
that-
the
any of the
downward.
special movements, anything.
Well, the downward's cool. If I see a Falcon do a downward, I know I've won the fight because he's gonna run out of energy. That downward eats
Yeah, that
energy.
downward eats energy.
And Mash
dude.
Mac is where it's a different concept because you can build around it, but it
With
still
mods,
eats the
yeah.
shit
They
out of
also-
energy.
They also need to nerf her regeneration because she can touch the fucking ground for a literal millisecond
Oh my yeah,
and get
100%.
half of her energy back.
See,
Like think
I've
about most
been
fights,
playing
they're infinite
Falcon.
backflipping. They're backflipping. They're backflipping. That's
Yeah.
where a lot of their animation is.
Yep.
But actually, one of the
Backflipping,
things I
twisting.
have a problem with is that Falcon does way too much damage in a single run against
I think
someone.
that's okay. With how weak she is, if they were to make it to where you can attack her, again, can attack her. Right now, it's if you're fighting. I mean, obviously, a bad Falcon is incredibly easy to kill because you can like.
That's why
one to
there's so
two
many
shot it.
bad Falcons in Legendary, by
Right.
the way. There's
Yeah,
so many
one-
bad Falcons.
Oh,
But if you
IQ
come
solely
across a
on
good-
Falcon just so I don't run into Falcons.
If
Like
you
I have
could,
my thing set to switch off it.
Are you serious?
I swear to God, I
see,
have my default
I'm not
striker set as
This
Falcon,
is
and I
actually
do
valid
not
because
play
there's
Falcon.
so many
That
bad
is
Falcon
that is
players.
actually valid. That's a good play. That's a good
Yeah.
smart play. Anyway, no. But if you come across an actual fucking Falcon that knows what they're doing, they will never be targeted. You will never be able
Dude,
to
have
target.
you seen tournament
It's
level
insane.
Falcons? Have you seen
Yes.
tournament
Oh,
level
they're
Falcons?
crazy.
Yes, I
It is
have.
literally
They are
schizophrenic.
fucking- yes.
So what's okay? So now the other end of the spectrum, who needs buffed? Who's the
Stego, absolutely.
weakest?
Stego and
My
Triceratops.
Welkin.
And Serenif.
I would say Welkin needs to be rebuffed. I would say they hit him too hard. I can honestly say that.
needs. There's strikers who need help a lot more. Serenif needs a
I
lot
mean-
more help.
Yeah,
Tricera and
Serenif is one of
Stego need a
those.
lot more help.
I mean, not if you don't play her right. See, that's another skill issue.
The high skip.
Serenith is
What are you talking
incredibly. Serenith is incredibly
Dude,
good if you're
Serenith
highly
is
skilled.
broken.
Yes.
It's
Serenith
just
is the same as
you
Gold.
have to be
Okay.
very good at it.
No,
Serenif
Aleseness
is
needs
good,
the buff.
but they are way too squishy. They need more
They're
health.
the same as Falcon. If you know somebody that's knows how to
Yes.
play, that skill gap on that is nuts.
The
I-
only
The
thing I
next-
need
Take a
for
look at like
Serenif is a little more
Punch.
health.
He gets like multiple kills and multiple assists every game.
Yes. Serenith is incredibly overpowered if you know how to play her, and incredibly shit if you don't know how to play her. That's plain and simple. Like she's
I'm
an
on
incredibly
average,
she's a high.
I'm on average. When
Her
I
and
play
Falcon-
Serenif, so
Her and Falcon are both high skill characters. If you don't have that high skill, you will not make use of them properly.
okay,
Same with
then
I
what?
would even go so far as to say like I mean less of a skill requirement, but even Sky Raider needs that higher skill to be really good.
I'm okay on Sky Raider.
I
mean,
more fun
Sky
than
you're
Raider's
very good.
fairly
you're very
easy.
good, Sky Raider.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I would-
he's
Yeah,
he's
Stellar,
honestly
yeah,
very
Sky Raider is.
Honestly,
pretty easy.
I would say though, out of any mech, the one with the highest skill ceiling is fucking Serenif. Out of anything else.
highest skill ceiling, 100%. With
no,
Falcon-
babe.
with Falcon
Yes.
Falcon is
I've-
definitely the higher skill ceiling than
I
Serenif.
see, I
have
would-
not
I would
seen-
say Stellaris.
I would say no.
The
I would
Stellaris,
say-
hell no.
No, Stellaris.
the
Falcon
ceiling.
is still much harder. Much harder.
I've seen
Yeah.
some Stellarises that are just gods on that thing, and
Well,
they're
yeah.
still
But see,
just
here's
as
the
Falcon
crazy.
problem.
will still shit on a
Both
Stellaris
of-
Plain and
regardless.
Well, they have
Both
a
of those
skill that
mechs,
literally shits
in
on.
comparison to Serenith, can actually do fucking damage.
Yes, exactly.
Serenith
That's
does-
exactly what I was about to say.
For damage.
To put it
See,
bluntly,
that's why I think she
no,
needs
hold
a
on,
buff.
Ray,
She needs
hold on,
something.
hold on,
At
Ray,
least.
hold
Either
on.
more damage or more health. That's it. Not a lot.
Plain-
Just a little.
Plain and simple, when you consider a mech a high skill mech, it is a mech that is generally ineffective unless somebody is good with it.
No, you
like-
said when you said that last sentence, you said a high skill ceiling. That's different than.
Well, okay, yeah, but still, like plain and simple, a high skill ceiling with a mech, making it the best. Okay, yeah, I guess
It could have a high
okay,
skill
you're right. I did
ceiling.
say
It could have,
ceiling.
it'd be
You're right.
easy
You're
to
right.
use still. Yeah.
Yeah,
If we're going
I
to your
mean-
other sentence, yeah, I totally agree with you, 100%.
yeah. A
on the
high
other way of
skill
saying
mech
it.
is requiring high skill to be able to be good with mech, and I wouldn't even say that Falcon is a higher skill mech than Serenith. I agree with Via on this one. Like I generally see terrible Sereniths on a regular. I do not generally see. Well, I mean I do, but I see more skilled Falcons than I do Sereniths, because
Well, here's my other
doesn't
question
take as
too.
much-
Like, riddle me this: how many of you have actually tried to fucking play Serenith in rank?
I have.
I
have.
Okay.
I played
I did a
that,
few
man.
matches with her
Okay,
like a few
Now
minutes
here's
ago.
my other question: how did
So
that
bad.
go for you?
It's
It was
this. Let
interesting.
me explain. It's interesting that like if my team is competent, we crush it. If my team is bad, it's a horrible match because Serenif depends a lot on your team too. You can't just do it
100%.
everything on yourself. Falcon is
yeah.
different.
But that's what I'm
because
saying.
Falcon, you can just turn off your entire fucking team and nuke everyone else and not
But
give a
that's
fuck
what
how
I'm
your team's
saying.
doing.
If
Yeah.
the mech is requiring heavily on your team, then it is a mech that has a very high skill ceiling. If
Yeah.
you
No,
can't
it has a
carry
skill
on
issue
it.
for the rest of your team. It's not your fault if
Nah.
your team sucks. What can you do?
I mean, to
But
some
that's what I'm
degree,
saying.
though,
Even
Okay,
if your
so-
team sucks and you are very skilled on that mech, okay,
Falcon.
You should
Falcon
be able
is
to carry.
pretty good. Even if your team sucks, you can carry some parts of your team.
Yeah, you can. You can. Yeah.
Serenif just it's hard to do it. If your
I-
team
that's
sucks,
not
dude.
true.
that's what I'm
I-
saying.
I have seen Sereniths fucking run the show. I've seen like very
It's an
few,
objective,
but-
yeah. Oh my god.
Oh my god, no kidding.
with
not
objective
only
play,
objectives.
absolutely.
It like when you see a Serenith The scariest Serenith is the one that understands float, deceptor, chain, and circle it. If you could, like, for instance, on the disruption, she can. So, like, you know the one where you have to pick the key and then you need to go back to the circle and sit there for three uploads? She can hack that from a distance with her chain. She could shoot that down there, hack it, and steal it and fly away. And the best part is, she throws up her little ass, you know, when her ass opens up and deception mist where nobody can lock it. You fucking, you pop that, you fucking throw your chain down, you grab that objective, and you run.
Okay,
It makes sense though. It's pretty on lore accurate. Pop that
Yep.
ass and everyone's confused and
Yep, pop
doesn't know
that
what's
ass,
going on.
everybody's confused, staring, going, what?
Like, what's
Dude,
happening here?
okay, a few observations from the matches that I've done before is Serenif. Like I said, if you have a nice team, they're gonna whoop the floor because they're gonna know how to distract the enemy team so you can come in and do your sneaky. But
Especially
if
on
your team
objectives.
is not helping you out and you have to do everything on your own as Serenif, it sucks. Now, there's the difference between Serenif and Falcon. On Falcon, you don't need to give a shit about your team so long as
Okay.
you're killing people. You just win.
That's not
That's
true.
what- that's
That's
for
not true.
Falcon.
Falcon's good at killing. Serenith's
It
good
is.
at objective.
Objective play.
Yes.
See.
That's the big
Okay, so-
difference. And what game mode outside of elimination isn't an objective that she can do?
Okay, so here's the thing. When it's capture the point like Krob, Sinkhole, or Poseidon Armory, Falcon is better than Serenif. If it's
100%,
for
well-
key extraction,
I don't know.
or for core
No,
extractors, then
hold on, hold
Serenif
on.
is better
Hold on.
for it.
We're
in my
not talking
opinion.
about which mech is better than which. That's not that's not the subject here. We're talking about the skill. We're talking about the usability of the mech, how good it is on a solo issue when dealing with the thing that they're supposed to be dealing with. Serenith is very good at killing, and a lot of people don't understand. So what the funny thing is here, Seizure pointed this out one time when watching me light modalisness absolutely troll a fucking I can't remember if it was Seizure or somebody else or Fen. But anyway, one of them was watching me like literally troll on a fucking Serenith, and she was charging up to her secondary charge and shooting me, and I would dodge it and so on and so forth. That burns 4 shots to the 2 shots on the single charge, and it's only 10% more damage for that extra 2 shots. A lot of people try to go for that absolute full charge, and that's not what you should be doing. You should be going for the first charge, and people don't realize that. So that's one.
The only time I would ever do a full charge is if I'm targeting like a fucking Tricera that's just sitting there like an idiot or a
Right.
Stego. But for
Number
the most
2.
part, you don't do it.
Number 2, I have seen so many Sereniths just drop their fucking orbital beam cannon without the charge. You're an idiot. If you're not charging that bitch, you're an idiot. Plain and fucking simple. Like there's no world where you should be dropping that orbital cannon without it being charged.
You have to be
don't-
mindful of it too, because I've seen other Sereniths too, like when I'm on my Welkin, because it does
Same thing
damage
with
to your
Sky
party. It does
do
damage to
your
people
party, yeah.
next to you. So,
Okay, so-
like, I'm sitting there on my Welkin, and it's just like, ah,
This
no!
world though, we were at buffing and debuffing characters, and we had Falcon that needs to get hit, and Serenith that needs to get promoted. Are those
Well,
the
I
only
wouldn't
2
even
we have
really-
in that list?
No,
I mean, no.
Stego and Tricera need to be buffed. Absolutely.
How?
They got nerfed, they need the buffs back.
Well,
No,
like,
Tricera is fine. Tricera
The
is
only
perfectly
nerf-
fine.
The only nerf that hit Tricera on this last one is she can't reload her drones in turret mode. That's it.
Which
No,
makes
the-
sense.
No,
yeah,
there's more than that.
Tricera is
Nerfed.
perfectly fine.
Oh, and they lowered her regenerations on her armor, which was very needed.
They also nerfed the speed that you can rotate your turret, so you basically can't even track Falcons properly.
That's
Or
not
the
entirely
melee
true.
that
That's
dances
not
circles around
entirely
you.
true. That's
He
not
needs to be
entirely
It
able
also
to aim
sucks
higher
that
in
you
the
track melees
sky.
around
That's
too.
for sure.
If you use your cannon, your howitzer, when somebody's passing by you, it'll auto track your mech, no matter how slow it is.
But you
It'll
can still
auto-track
miss
and-
it.
and guarantee hit.
You can still miss it.
Yeah, and now that the rotation speed's slower, you can miss even more, if that makes sense. The
It's
chance goes up.
bad. It's rough. They,
Especially if you're
personally-
trying to get a Falcon or Sky Raider at the same light elevation, or a Stellaris that actually doesn't stand still. for whatever reason.
I mean, I guess, but I personally, as someone who plays Tricera quite often on the, I only do it on one objective. It's the transport.
Yeah.
I have zero issues staying alive as Tricera. Zero.
Well, if you have a healer, yeah.
Well, no, not even with a healer. I've got my own heals.
Then I guess you're going against teams that aren't Sky
We're going
rated
against very
or
bad
aren't
teams,
Our
Danny.
booty.
Yeah,
the
they're
only
booty.
the only time I have ever had an issue staying alive as Tricera is when I've got either a Serenith or a fucking Sky Raider or both. Oh my god, if you got both. Oh god.
Well, I like
I
killing
think you need to
Triceras as
meet a
Sky
good
Raider.
Inferno.
Dude, I kill Triceras all the time on my fucking Welkin.
Yeah.
Easy as
Well,
pie.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, well, that goes to the one thing that I did say that needed to be nerfed on fucking Vulcan is his spin to win is unparryable, which is irritating. And when I say unparryable, I don't mean you can't clash, because you can stop it by clashing. That's not a parry. Even though the game likes to call it a parry, that's a clash. That's a different thing.
Well, the
Oh,
question
fuck, I'm
is,
gonna die.
how is he supposed to counter Tricera if that's not, unparryable in that sense?
Get on
Yeah.
its head and shoot down at it.
You think that's a really optimal move for a Welkin to
No.
get on top of their head and
No.
shoot your
No.
10k
No.
howitzer?
See, once again, I'm saying Tricera needs a buff, at least on the rotation speed of his aim. It needs to be faster, again, how it was in the past, because it's too difficult to keep track of melee attackers on him. And also
mean,
flyers.
Yeah, I guess.
I think
I mean, with the
Stego
melee-
needs
the
several
melees,
charges
though, I
on
mean-
his smoke, but reduce the durate, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
as for Stego, they need to bring the smoke back to how it was, because Stego has no defense against melee attackers. Again, if
Yeah,
a Panther
zero.
wants to kill you, you have no defense. If a Panther
Yeah.
wants to kill you, you are dead.
Yeah,
That's
in a
it.
1v1
You're not
situation.
going to survive.
And a listeness, same thing. And a listeness can fucking
Even a
bully
Welkin too. Welkin doesn't give
the
a shit.
heaviest.
If you use their shield, Welkin just presses 2 and there goes their fucking shield. Gone.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Ask
The
Vey.
Welkin-
Vey, when you are
out of-
attacking a Stego, the moment he pops his shield, do you press number 2 and destroy his drones immediately? I do.
Well, if I
do
see
that.
his shield, I just jump up into the air and then smack him in the fucking
That
head like
works
an idiot.
too.
Yeah, that-
Stego
yeah.
has no defense. He is defenseless.
Out of
He
all the
needs
melees, though, Welkin.
Because, like, if
Welkin
he's gonna
has
be
the hardest
stupid enough
time.
to do that shit, fuck. I ain't gonna stop him.
You're too slow to escape. So Alphard
See,
is like
like-
a better Stego.
But you also got to
What is the
remember, a
place?
lot of people play Stego wrong too. He's an artillery mech. He is designed to sit the fuck back away from everybody and shoot down and in.
Oh, so okay, I got you there.
A
What
lot
do you
of-
do
a lot
when
of
there's an
Stegos
what
run
do
in.
you do when there's an Aquila murdering your forehead from a million
You have
miles away? Nothing.
Absolutely, you have absolutely nothing you can do about that.
Exactly. That's the problem.
That's
with
why you have
Stego. His
teammates
shield
for it?
needs to be taller.
That's why you have
or
teammates.
something. Yes.
Yeah, that's why you need teammates. But I mean, it's the same thing with a Tricera. What are you gonna do against an Aquila? Nothing. There's
You have
absolutely
more
nothing.
health to at least escape. as
Actually,
That's the difference.
Tricera with the howitzer, you can actually ascend and then actually take out the Aquila. It's
Are you-
not
No, I'm
recommended.
talking like in
but
a
you can.
distance. Stego is very bad against any snipers.
I mean, yeah, he's anti-flyer though.
He is. He's good against
Yeah,
flyers. at
he's
least. If
he's
it's not a
incredibly
Falcon,
good
just
against fire.
spamming dodge anyway, because he's gonna weigh your missiles
Yeah, well,
anyway. Haha.
Again, well, I've already talked about the fact
Again,
that
Falcon.
needs to be nerfed.
Yes.
Yeah, that alone needs to be nerfed. The fact that she could just infinitely fucking dodge and never be locked onto is a problem. Yes.
Yes. Absolutely.
Like her mech is designed to be the absolute aerial like god tier. I understand that. But the fact that you can't lock her for like an entire 45 seconds while she's dancing around in the sky, able to do whatever the absolute fucking fuck she wants, and then she touches the ground for a literal millisecond and then can jump back in the air and fucking another 30 fucking seconds of being in the air, it's like, no, that's an issue.
yeah, and
that is
poor
an
Aquillas
absolute issue.
nowadays, they can't even defend themselves against Falcons anymore.
No, they
They're-
can't.
Actually, yes. Actually, we do need to buff Aquila a little. I feel like Aquila is just shit. He can't do anything.
I mean,
Yeah.
he
The,
against
the main problem with the game is
Yeah.
the flyers.
The flyers
Keep
are
coming
way too
back around to it.
aggressive.
he's
you don't need
anti-melee
to-
though.
You don't need to buff a lot of things or worry about it if the flyers are kept in check.
I mean, yes and no.
See, here's the thing. What counters an Aquila? It's either another
Flyers.
Aquila, a Falcon, or another flyer. See, that's the problem. Only flyers counter other flyers. That's the thing.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
that's
I
true.
can get my ass on a flyer pretty easily as Stellaris.
Yes, but then you're gonna cash
Well,
that
yeah,
flyer. You're gonna
easily.
be out of
Or-
energy, and then you're gonna come down, and there's gonna be a Welkin waiting
Not-
with his
again-
box to murder you.
Again, I go back to not if you play Stellaris properly. I already went over this earlier. A lot of Stellarises
You
fail
waste
because
too
they start
much
with the claw.
energy chasing anyone that's flying
Yes,
a Stellaris because you have
that's
no
what
energy
I'm-
as Stellaris.
That's what I'm trying to say.
It's bad. It's
most
bad.
people start with the claw, which is going to burn more energy to stay in the fight. Whereas if you start off sneak attacking them with your invisibility and your first melee, start the combo, and then when they run away, claw them, and then pull back in, that is the proper way to play it. By that point, you burn half as much energy and you do double the amount of damage.
It's still rough because just keeping up with them and chasing them as a Stellaris is hard. I know that people
Stellaris
say,
is
okay,
anti-air.
Stellaris
as
is
people don't
anti-air,
realize it.
but most of the time
Yeah.
you're just gonna see them come by and you're gonna miss them most of the time.
I mean, that
And
claw
that's
can
not
be
great
pretty
stuff.
unreliable, but like
It's
again,
unreliable.
people that consider the claw unreliable are using it to start their fight, not in the middle of their combo.
What makes me kind of sad is that Stego is the supposed anti-air striker, and he still sucks against Falcon and Sky Raider regardless.
Yeah.
I murder Stegos as Sky
Because
Raider.
he can't target him ever.
Yeah.
It's back
Yeah.
to the same problem.
It's dumb, but he can't target them. So yeah, you see.
All these mechs that are supposed to be anti-area, when I have them on my team, they are just anti-anything and, don't
see, the
fucking look
worst
at
part
anyone.
is, since
Yeah.
they nerfed Tricera and Stego, they like indirectly buffed Sky Raider and Falcon because the guys that are supposed to counter them are weaker.
Or
So-
weaker, yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what the devs are thinking, man. Like, what the fuck?
Not to mention they buffed both Sky Raider and Falcon last
No, I
rebalancing.
think they did some draining on energy for Falcon.
Yes, they drained
When?
energy, and it didn't matter anyway.
They
you just recover it.
decreased they increased how much energy they use in flight
Their
mode.
consumption, yeah.
It wasn't enough.
It wasn't enough.
I thought
Stego
that
was not
only
enough.
affected Mashmac though.
So
No, all
dumb.
changes
No.
I think affect.
Well, yeah, but I think it was
all of
purely for like with mods equipped. Was like
Ah, okay.
Oh, that's right. It was purely with mods equipped.
It's still.
Yeah, you're right.
It's still too little. It's still too little.
No, I mean, no, he makes a good point. It was literally just for Mashmac. That means they didn't touch their general balancing.
Yeah, so Falcon is still busted.
So they effectively simply just got buffed. with the last-
Basically,
with the
they
last
got buffed
rebalance.
indirectly.
Both her and Sky Raider, which made them just incredibly overpowered.
Yeah, and since Aquila is out of the occasion, because the skilled Aquila can still kill a Falcon or a Sky Raider if they're good, but even
I mean,
if you're
he's-
skilled
Aquila-
now, you don't have enough energy to fight another Falcon or a Sky
I
Raider.
mean, if you
so
don't-
Aquila is out of the equation.
If you don't have a Falcon, which when don't you have a Falcon? But if you don't have a Falcon or a Stellaris on your team, or on the enemy team, they're like Aquila, completely unstoppable. Nothing can catch it. Yeah,
Not
you could
true.
chase
I
it
catch
down.
that motherfucker all the time.
Yeah, you could chase him down and burn all your energy chasing after him with, like Vulcan or, the melee, all the other
There's-
melee mechs. But
Put that
this
bitch in the
game, this game is decided a lot of the times not even by skill, but just lineup. Like,
Yeah.
some lineups are dog shit in certain game modes, and they do happen often, and they
Yep.
just lose.
Yep.
Like let's say for example in Cargo Bay, which is a map that's usually very how do you call it? Has a lot of cover. If you just pick like Tricera, Stego, Panaka,
No, the worst is when people
Serenif,
don't pick either
Welkin.
Stego or Tricera.
you're just
That
gonna
shit's
murder
annoying.
the other enemy team, dude.
Q right now, and I guarantee you have 5 other people, and nobody's on a heavy.
Yeah, no one's
Oh,
gonna be on a
sure.
heavy. No.
yeah.
Because heavies are only good on teams now. Only if you pair up and do it properly.
See, what I find it funny is the heavies initially, all of the heavies were completely overpowered pre nerf patch, and now they're so
They
weak.
were fine. They were fine. They weren't overpowered.
Oh, no.
They were okay.
Yeah, they
They
really
were
weren't that
They were
overpowered.
bitching for no reason.
I don't
guess-
understand why they nerfed them. I really don't.
Skill issue?
Yeah.
Actually,
I
I need to
guess
go
that's
play
still
ranked.
true, yeah.
Been in
They
here
were-
talking for too long.
They were sitting. They were pretty fucking powerful though.
I mean, let's take a look at like Falcon players. They're asking for a damage buff when they
I
don't
know.
need it
What do
one
they need
bit.
a damage buff
Yes.
for? What the fuck?
I know. What do you mean you need a damage buff, you motherfuckers? You know, I actually, it's funny you say that, Shadow. It's funny that you say that. When I actually seen that post, and the literal first post was, you know, that one, the one meme where the guy's getting hung. He looks over at the
First
old
time?
first
Yeah.
time.
First
And-
time.
Alisnus was the guy looking over saying first time, talking to Falcon.
Alisnus
First
is
time?
still busted. You just can't use his melee like you used to. That charged shotgun from close range is so
Yeah, I know,
powerful.
but
It
he
does
really
so
needs-
much damage.
He really, yeah, but that's the problem is close range. Not to mention his spear is incredibly slow. It's like half as slow as Welkin's Great Axe. Welkin's Great Axe can swing faster and do more damage than fucking Alisnus' spear.
Needs,
The only thing that bothers me on Alisnus is the delay when you shoot the missiles. I wish they should.
You mean
they should-
Oh, yeah.
They're not attached to your
Railguns.
arms. They should be seamless. You should be able to just jam them at almost any time, without
the
it
railguns?
interrupting or pausing. Yeah,
the
they,
railguns, yeah.
The
yeah,
little
they just-
yeah.
it stops every other animation, which makes no sense.
Yeah, that too.
It should just be seamless. They're extra guns. Like, why is that stopping
They
me from
should be
shooting my other one?
Not waist mounted, I'd say.
Either way,
They're not waist mounted. They're back mounted. They just go under the waist.
either way,
to
they're not.
fire.
They're not his actual weapons in his hands. So why are they affecting the weapons in the hand?
That's, yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. But yeah, he needs a both attack speed buff and a damage increase to be effective. Well, I mean, I guess he's effective, but like, and that's the scary thing. It's like it would be hard to buff an Alisnus because again, his kit is so diverse that he could effectively take on the entire cast with very minimal effort. And if they buff him if they buff his damage in the wrong way, he's just way too overpowered.
I don't know, Bart. I think you're huffing a little here. Like, Alisnus is good, but it's not that good, my friend.
No, like
If
think
we
about
talk
it.
about kits that's like the best, I would say possibly Hurricane.
Hurricane is the best mech in the game.
And in terms of kit wise, I would say it's better
I don't
than
know.
Are
most
you
of
talking about
Inferno.
versatility?
Inferno has
Yes,
the
the
best.
versatility. It's definitely.
I still think
Hurricane.
Alisnus is the most versatile mech in the game. Because
Versatile.
he's got rail guns that can stagger. He's got a gun that can do a lot of fucking damage. He's
So
got
he has a gun.
he can
He's got a
swap-
gun?
he's got he's got two sets of ranged abilities and he's got a melee. Not to mention, you know, say you're getting your ass kicked because you're not fast enough. You get your fucking ass kicked and then you go super light, extremely high speed, extremely low cost, but he's got no damage. That's his issue.
So top 3 most versatile strikers is Hurricane, Serenif, and Alisnus.
Yeah, I'd say
Really?
Serenith. Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, so the
Yeah.
Hurricane is an extremely like technical striker where you really need
I mean,
to know
he's
what
all
the fuck
range.
you're doing.
Yeah, he's all range. He can parry, but he's primarily all range. He doesn't have
Yeah.
a melee, and that's the reason why I consider him less diverse or less versatile than. I'd say
See, Hurricane
Alisnus.
is good if you're running him with another melee or Inferno, I'd say.
Right, but I'm saying Alisnus can be good without anybody. He just has low damage potential. That's the problem.
All right, I'm gonna go play ranked.
However, the most
Been in this call
broken,
too long. GG's, boys.
the most
Cheers.
broken mech.
Have
If
fun.
I know something that everybody will agree. In a 1v1 scenario, the most broken mech is Lumine.
Technically,
Fuck
Illuminate.
those bitches. No, it is. He's right.
Think about it. In a 1v1, what mech can just sit back, run away, damage
I
you
hate
over
it.
time? Yes, it's not
Yeah.
fast. It's not fast. But in a 1v1, that mech can heal itself. It has infinite energy times, and it could just sit there and fucking drain your life.
Because
And
they're
heal
escape
itself.
artists. That's why.
Yeah, I already said heal itself. Yeah.
Well,
So
I
any
would
damage it
imagine
takes, it can
an
heal it away
Aquila
and
can
run
take
away.
out the Lumine pretty easy.
Aquila might take out the Lumine, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the
And-
claw.
Yeah.
But they have to nail
1v1.
the claw though.
Yeah.
Most of the time I see Aquillas go for the claw and Lumi, they fail.
Well, that's
Yep.
because they're not face
Lumi
hugging.
is
the
actually
Lumi.
one of the bigger Falcon counters that there are out there.
Yeah.
I've been playing Lumi a lot, and I do know what the fuck I'm talking about because I have countered plenty
I
of
feel
Falcons
like-
and Sky Raiders before with him.
I feel like there should be some way to get like a good way to balance Lumine is there should be a way to get rid of her drones. You
No,
should be
there
able to
shouldn't
like
be. There should not be.
There
You
is.
should be
Welkin's
punished for
number
getting
2
hit.
ability.
Yeah, Welkin
Well,
can just get rid of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, one mech in the game can do that. One mech. And it's only if it shoots itself or shoots Lumine with
The
itself. But
damage
if-
is already pitiful, dude. It's only good against very light strikers like Narukami or Falcon, which is exactly
The
what
Lars,
Lumine
I
is
can't
good to
go
counter.
invis.
Yeah. It's
yeah,
good
he
against
can't go.
Mars.
He can't go invis. Alicness. I 1v1 fucking Lumines all the time. Alicness, it'll just continue to drain all 4 of my lives while healing itself. Like I fight Lumines in Mashmack all the time, and they
Oh yeah,
typically
Lumine
always
and
win.
Mashmack is full of them.
Absolute problem. It's an absolute problem.
Well,
And
there's
they are
only
OP
2
as
healers
fuck.
in the game, really, unless you count Tricera as the off heal.
Yeah, that's fair.
And you're kind
Way
of
too
silly to not run a
situational.
healer in match if you're, co-op.
Yeah. I mean, it's silly to not run a healer in any of the game modes, really.
I mean, it's doable.
Hmm
In
It just
Verge, it's
depends.
doable, but very, very like offhand.
Ace, it's
to
actually
pick.
doable.
Ace Arena, it's doable, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Ace
like, it
Arena is
just
more
depends.
of a Panaka. It's more of a Panaka for Verge,
Yeah,
and
100%.
Meshmak, it's more Lumine.
Agreed. Although
Panaka
it's
is
just
Panaka is more interesting in cargo, but other game modes, it's Lumine.
which, by the way, Seas and Fen. I know Fen's not here, but Seizure and Fen, you guys are a fucking wonder. I don't understand how you can play Panaka. I tried being Panaka one time.
You gotta be a
Ask Faya,
sociopath.
It was not great. It was not great.
Pisnaka.
It's not.
Like dude. Not only do you just not have any fucking energy for dashing, which is
Yeah, you gotta
it
stay on the
blows my
ground.
mind.
You gotta stay on the ground.
Like, no
You gotta
shit.
stay
you
near a
do.
Tricera, dude.
You have, like-
Panaka needs a Tricera, buddy.
Like a proper fucking Panaka, you're like, why is this bitch not dying? But I'm sitting there, I played Panaka, and I'm like, how did these fucking guys get away from me? I'm sitting there, I dashed 3 fucking times, I'm out of energy. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Well, not actually 3, but you get the point. I just, Jesus has so little energy.
Yeah.
It blew my mind.
I tried playing Panaka, and since I came from playing Lumi as a healer, I just can't really like translate my playstyle as Lumi to how you play as Panaka, because they're very different healers, in my opinion. The way you play
Yep.
Panaka is very different from Lumine, in my
Oh,
opinion.
100%.
Yep.
100%. Yeah, that's not even a question.
Lumi is more like a Lumi is like a firefighter kind of healer where you have to be all over the place, while Panaka is more of a babysitter where you have to keep track of people more separately because it can't
Yeah.
be everywhere at the same time. Not as Lumi, because Lumi can do it. You can't as Panaka.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that's the end of the conversation though, because like we just spoke about what strikers should be like buffed and nerfed. And
Yeah.
I mean, I think that this is the general consensus, but then again, I'm just like taking this off from general things that I have read in the Discord chat. Like most of the time, people complaining about certain strikers. Definitely, absolutely, fly-in strikers are way too impressive.
Yes. And
with the way
there's
that
no way to stop them.
with the way that energy is managed in this game, melee strikers, they waste too much energy to attack flyers.
Yep.
And it's not worth the investment. And one of the 3 flyers, which was Aquila, got nerfed, so he's basically too weak to defend himself against other flyers. So
Yep.
if you're playing against a team that has both a Falcon and a Sky Raider, your chances of winning are very lower than if you
if your team has a Falcon and Sky Raider, your chances of winning are gonna be high. You're gonna have a big chance of winning. It's just definite. Most of the time, it happens. Like, flares are just too good. They're just too good. It's just so easy to dodge people. You can't be caught.
Yeah.
I'm actually curious, what mech do people think don't really need any kind of tweaks to them?
A mech that's completely not needing any tweaks. I'd say
Well,
Lumine,
the least
actually.
amount. The least amount.
Lumine is absolutely fine where it is.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Again, like a medic shouldn't be the best fucking mech for 1v1ing. It's a little absurd.
Dude, that's like on an absolute.
But
capsule,
all the
dude.
thing
She
for
folds
Lumi
like
is
paper,
it's
too.
made to run around.
Yeah.
It's
I
not
will
made
say
to
this.
1v1. It's made to heal and then immediately rush out.
If it was
I will
good
say
at
this,
1v1, Lumi would have way more kills.
Yeah, I will say this though, Mecha Break is not the first game to basically make a healer like the #1 character to 1v1 in the game. Like, I've played plenty of games where you wouldn't think it, but like, oh shit, one of the healers is the best for fucking 1v1.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Basically,
That's absolutely nothing.
the monk stereotype of character where they can heal themselves more than you can damage them.
So like
Well,
that
not
game
even
that I was
that.
playing, Heroes of the Storm. One of the healers, he's actually the monk from Diablo. He's the best one for 1v1
Yeah, just said
because of his healing. Yeah,
Yeah. It's
and
ludicrous.
then it's the same thing too. Like in World of Warcraft, generally, like for a lot of the expansions, the best classes to 1v1 are the ones that can fucking self heal.
And imagine the fact that Tricera can self heal and he's not even that good in 1v1. Kind of sad. Ah man, I cannot wait for Hell to be released so I can see Falcon mains complain.
Good.
Getting
I
their
want them
damage
to
reflected.
complain.
Watch,
Getting
they
their
get a
damage
buff.
reflected
I
back
want to
at
see
them.
them suffer. I want to see them suffer.
Yeah, dude, that's it's gonna be insane. If you think about it. Another mech, another Mechalisness is gonna be good against. Oh look, it's not got a shield up. Boom, boom, boom. Get it to pop its shield. Switch to melee. Fuck it up.
When you think about it, I still think that Lumine is the one striker that's probably never gonna get touched because it's okay where it is. Has nothing to be changed.
I mean, yeah, to a degree. It's like I don't know. Honestly, outside of being able to attack, maybe it's attack drones. I honestly don't see a way to buff or even nerf her, really, because if you buff her in any way, she becomes way too overpowered. Because again, you know, as a mech who can infinitely heal themselves, run away with infinite energy, and slowly fucking kill you, it's just, yeah, she can't quickly kill you in any way or any rhyme, but like, if you take away her attack drone, she becomes useless as as you know, she has to be able to do damage. She doesn't do a lot of damage, so yeah. As much as I want her nerfed, because it's ridiculous how good she is in that sense, I don't know how I would go about it.
Well, you know, it's kind of funny that I decided to rank up to Legendary playing solely just Lumine from Champion 5 to Champion 1. I just play Lumine. I just played a healer. I did not play I
Lumi-
rarely played Sky Raider.
Lumi looks good too. Like she's a fairly nice looking mech. Little boxy, but still a nice looking mech. I also love her execution. One of the best ones in the game for sure. The fact that she just literally fucking beats you down with her fists is just something about that is just so satisfying.
Oh
I
yeah,
have
I
to
can
say, it's
attest.
actually kind of interesting that they make you go in corruption mode to do the execution.
Yeah, it's like you're going red. I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm angry.
Oh yeah, I've executed 3 people in a match once. I'm pretty sure Caesar remembers the video. It's still up there in the Mecha BREAK videos channel.
It's great. It's fantastic.
I do enjoy playing Lumi a lot. It's just that I don't want to be a healer every single match. That's my problem.
You know, I will say, everybody gets to say, you know, obviously your own take. Who has the best execution? And we're not talking, and this is excluding, the two heroes.
Best execution,
Okay.
man. Serenif's execution is fucking wild. I don't,
What is
I don't know if you've
Serenif?
seen it. It is so cool. You
It
gotta
is.
see it.
What is it?
Serenif does an incredibly cool spin kick, then immediately shotguns the person in the face. It is so funny.
That's awesome.
I forgot who,
let's
but there was an
see.
execution where they put down drones and then they blast lasers right at their face. I don't know if that's
Inferno.
Hurricane or Inferno.
Inferno.
They hold
It's
you.
the
They
one-
literally
it's the
hold
one,
you.
Yeah.
It's the one with the call. It's the one with a friend. One of our guys here called it as extremely homoerotic because it looks like torture BDSM.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
What?
absolutely does.
yeah.
It
'Cause
has.
you literally use drones to fucking pull each limb in all directions, and then you fucking sit there and beat on them.
It's BDSM as fuck.
Quite literally BDSM. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me
that's-
hold you in place
My
and beat
vote
you.
for like the coolest execution is Serenif's, because Serenif's execution is brutal, and you'd never get to
Okay.
see it too. It's super rare to see a Serenif executing someone.
Yeah, because honestly, you shouldn't be touching the ground as Serenith, outside of regenerating your arbor.
Neither Lumi really. It's if you've not seen the video where I executed 3 people, that is a rarity. You're not gonna be executing.
No,
that many
100%.
people as Lumi.
Well, not to mention it goes back to the fact that we already established that Lumine does so little damage. It's just the fact that, you know, her as a mech over time, you know, she gets to slowly drain your HP while she rapidly regenerates hers, and she has the ability to just pop infinite energy and run away from you. That's what makes her so fucking good. It is, you know, she doesn't do high damage in any means. But
And
it's
the
just
fun
that
fact
over
right
time,
now is
those
that
dots-
since they nerfed Aquila, which is like one of the better counters against Lumi, you barely even see any Aquilas to counter Lumis out there.
well, not. I mean, I counter Lumis with my Listeness pretty well.
I can just run away.
I mean, yeah, you can, except Listeness is really good at chasing. Not to mention after
I'll
his
still
buff.
run away, dude. I have infinite energy.
Not to mention with his buff to his energy regeneration, made it really easy to fucking
The
chase
only
Lumis.
time you're actually going to unironically catch a Lumi as a listeness is if you're in baby mode. If you're in baby mode, you can catch
Oh
him.
god, so easily. Not to
But
mention
if
his
you're in
speed.
normal mode,
Yeah.
you ain't catching Lumi. You're not catching it.
It's the only way you can also get away from a Lumi too. You can't in medium
Yes.
mode. You can't get away from a Lumi. Alisness is literally the fastest mech in the game until hell and I forgot what the other one is called.
Alfred.
Alphard, yeah. They are literally faster. Both of them are literally both lighter mechs with more engine power than light mode
man.
Alisness.
I'm just excited for Falcon Mace to get fucking destroyed. That's all I want from Hell. I just want Hell to be a good anti-Falcon striker. That's it. I don't care.
I mean,
about
it's
anything
gonna.
else.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, depending on how they balance that those reflector ability, it just might be the exact.
We really
They-
need just something.
It would
to
be the
counter
one
wires.
mech. It would be the one mech that a Falcon would never go and attack.
Everyone's gonna be picking Hell every single match too. So if there's Falcon
Yep.
players, they're gonna be raging.
Yeah, there is. And think about it, because you're always gonna run into a Falcon in a match. Like guaranteed mechs. I guess not even Stellaris. Guaranteed mechs in the match are always going to be like a Welkin, a Falcon, and who else would you say?
Probably one
Somebody
of the
that you definitely
Lumine
always.
for
Illuminate
sure.
I mean,
definitely.
a healer, so
Yeah,
I mean,
one of the
I
healers.
wouldn't
whether
even
it be
say.
a Lumine or a Panaka, it depends on the map.
I wouldn't even say that because I've been into a lot of matches where healers aren't in there. But like
I
I
don't
don't
recommend
think
that,
I've ever
but-
seen a match. I don't think I've ever seen a match where there's not at least a Falcon or a Welkin played. Falcon and Welkin are always on every single map, hands down.
Well,
I've
seen
Welkin
it do
usually
without
is
both
on
of
there
them.
because
Crop,
they're
Sinkhole, and
basically,
Poseidon
aside
doesn't
from
do
a
well
Serenith.
with flyers.
Sorry. I was gonna
The-
say Welkin's on there because aside from Serenith,
I wouldn't.
objective mechs. That's the whole point of them.
Yeah, I wouldn't just say I wouldn't classify a mech as a flyers as a mech type though. I'm not saying mech type. I'm saying mech itself.
What?
There's not a single match where I've never seen a Welkin or a Falcon not be in it.
I
have.
I've seen plenty of
I've
matches
seen
without
plenty
a
of matches,
Falcon
yeah.
if there's a Sky Raider.
Multiple.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
when I play Sky
Oh.
Raider, I've seen plenty of matches where people do not pick Falcons, and I just do Sky Raider just fine.
Well, that's also another thing too. Is like after the recent updates, a lot of people have switched from Falcon to Sky Raider because it's one easier and two
Yeah.
secures more kills.
Yeah.
Like even
True.
I'll
Zeus,
tell you though,
he swapped
some
over and
teams do
Domo
not
swapped
know how to
over.
play around Sky Raider still.
No, they do not.
And they're also really good at taking out the heavies, the Stegos and
Yeah.
Triceras,
Oh yeah, definitely.
compared to Falcon, right?
Compared to Falcon, yeah, definitely, because you can just face hug Triceras to bypass the anti-missile drones. Only problem that limits Sky Raider is the dog shit ammunition recovery that he has. But if you know how to focus target, you're gonna at least kill someone before you ran out of ammunition and have to stop. That's
Yeah, so
usually how I play Sky Raider. I don't want to keep going around shooting everyone. I usually do this in the beginning of a match just to like cow the enemy team. I think that's the name of the word, where you like as soon as the match starts, especially in cargo matches, I immediately go in, blast everything in the enemy team to scare them, then pull back. But when it's other kind of game modes, I just focus on like Illuminate or Aquila and just stay on them the entire match to make sure they can't impact the game. And usually works. Usually. Not all the time.